planet before.
Yo. Yo.
My name.
What's up, chat?
Well, I wish you guys could see this guy right now.
Weebs! No! Bad weebs. God damn it, weebs. Get out of here. Who let the weebs in? Who was it? Which one of you left the window open?
Sir, it's 4 a.m. You're grounded.
Well, it's you know, it's 2:59 a.m. here in Texas. All right, that's like, you know what time that is? That is perfect time for some gaming, and that is why today we're gonna be playing some Noita. Nice haircut, thank you, thank you. I chopped off a lot of the hair. There's a little bit left. You missed the best daily of all time. Well, for those noobs like Tora Koishi over there saying I missed the best daily of all time yesterday, you ignorant fool. Well, chat let me know that yesterday's daily was insane. So what we did is we jumped into Noita yesterday just to load into the daily and then close the game. That way when we start it today, we can load into yesterday's daily, even though it should have already passed because we loaded it in first. So, yes, yesterday's daily is supposed to be some kind of insane god run. To give you an idea of how insane it is, the starting flask on the daily yesterday was Healthium. Yeah. Which apparently some people were like, damn, I died. Hopefully I'm not one of those people. Zytio came in the chat and yeah, he got by polymorphine yesterday. I kind of want to watch that clip. So chat, if you look, see right here where it says continue the daily run. The reason it says continue, I already talked about it earlier, but in case anybody missed it, I'll probably have to repeat it like 753 times today. But today's daily, I don't know if today's daily is special. But yesterday's daily was insane. So insane that people told me, they said, hey, load in today's daily, which was yesterday's, so that we can have it saved for today. Because today's, you know, every 24 hours, the daily run, it changes into a new seed. Well, people wanted me to save this daily run because yesterday's daily started with Healthium, which is obviously a very rare start. In fact, I think we may be able to pull it up on the wiki and see just how rare of a start it is. There you go. The starting loadout is slightly different than in normal runs, as the starting flask has a wider range of possible liquids. And then it doesn't actually go into detail, which is weird because it definitely is somewhere on the wiki. I don't know why they didn't list it on the daily run itself. But I bet you if we just go maybe to like potion and well, actually we'll type in daily. My bad, chat, don't freak out, don't freak out. Let's see if it's gonna do it again. Daily. I feel like we talked about this not too long ago, but somebody like removed the information from the wiki or some shit because I swear it used to be. Stop freaking out, damn it! Sorry, that was my computer. That was my computer, I know. I know. I don't know. It's not listed on the wiki anymore, but here's what you can take from what I was going to show you. Alright, chat. Hold on. Chat's being obnoxious today. Let me go here. Mute Dunkbot. You guys can sit in silence for a bit while I talk. Actually for a long time. That way you'll stop being a pain in the ass. Where are we? The starter potion pool, if you look here, you'll notice that Healthium is not even listed as a possibility. So this goes to show you that the daily runs actually have things that are not even possible in regular runs to start with. This is one of those examples. Again, I don't know the exact percent. I feel like the wiki used to have this information. Somebody, I guess, did a bad job and put it somewhere where it's like either a pain in the ass to find, or somebody just straight up deleted it from the wiki. I don't know. But if you look here, Healthium as the starting potion means that it's this kind of a special rare daily, so we need to do something special with it. Didn't it say 0.03? You're probably looking at the general probability of it spawning, which is down here. Wait, where was that one? Is this the one? Ah, there. Generates a potion according to the table below. Okay, so this right here is for the flask sitting on pedestals, I believe. Let me look at this one. It generates a potion according to the table below. Yeah, so I think this is the pedestal ones. The ones that just like spawn in the world. So this is like, anytime you walk up to a pedestal that has a potion sitting there, this is the general, there's a 75% chance it'll be in the magic pool, and there's a 25% chance it'll be in the normal pool. Then if the 75% chance, which is the majority percent chance, happens, there is a 99.65% chance that it'll be in the magical materials, and then 0.25 for diminution. It's crazy to see that diminution is 0.25. Because I feel like I do see diminution, you know, like I see it from time to time. But Healthium, I like never see Healthiums. And it's, you know, just 1/5-ish of the diminution. I don't know if there's too much of a spoiler for this seed, but there's a heart mimic in the first zone. Yes, that's part of the reason that people were wanting us to check out today's daily, because it's supposed to have all kinds of crazy RNG on it. Anyways, so point is that I'm trying to get you to understand. I don't know the exact odds. I'm sure, that, like I said, the information's out there somewhere because it used to be, and then somebody, again, hid it or removed it. But Healthium starts on the daily are pretty darn rare. So people yesterday wanted us to save this seed so that we could do something with it today. With that said, obviously Healthium is a massive advantage to have. So we got to come up with something good to do on it.
This guy right now, he is
something interesting. As an extra challenge, only heal with Healthium. Oh wait, yeah, if we end up saying only healing with Healthium, it kind of defeats the purpose of us saving the seed, because we had Healthium, but we also had Circle of Vigour in the first zone. That's part of what makes it so. We would kind of cancel out one of our big reasons for saying that this is a blessed seed. I wish
you guys could see this.
Make Circle of Vigour your main damage. The challenge being you have to out damage the healing. That is a nice one. The thing is, that's actually a really scary one. So naturally, Circle of Vigour interacts with the player. That's how it heals the player. If you attach a shit ton of damage to the Circle of Vigour, it could kill the player. Oh shit, killing 11 Orb Kolmi with it would be impossible, I think, because the Circle of Vigour would keep resurrecting him. Yeah, crits, a really great idea there, Arena, to make it safe for the player. Super rely on crits. I like this. Give me one moment, just let me try to iron out the details. I want to create a Healthium Mist. I want to do the Circle of Vigour damage. Are you going to make the circle huge like what you did with Circle of Buoyancy? Probably not if we attach big damage. If it's crit, then we could do it. But until we get it as crit, it'd be a really risky move. But we could do that, yeah, once we have it reliant on crits. All right. Let's focus up for a moment. So the general goal of the run, we want to do some kind of Circle of Vigour damage wand. Though I don't think we can use it to kill Kolmi. I don't think that's possible. I don't see anything on the wiki indicating Kolmi is immune to petrify. Could be a way to make sure he dies. The problem with the issue with Kolmi is he has that weird animation thing that he does. Maybe you just have to kill him multiple times and eventually it would be good. He should die if you kill him twice. So we just have to get the animation done, and then the next time we could kill him. Anyone else, anyone know the seed for yesterday's daily run? It's right here. If you look at the bottom left of the screen, that's the seed. But keep in mind, you will not get the starting flask because it's the daily. The rest of the stuff will be the same, like the formations where the hearts are, the in-shop spells, that kind of stuff should be the exact same. Unless, of course, you have unlocks are factored in. That's a whole other thing. Screw it. We're just going to do the Circle of Vigour thing because I really can't come up with anything. We don't want to make the challenge too convoluted and like complicated and everything. So the whole goal is to build a Circle of Vigour. We're calling it, what was it called? Circle of 2 Vigorous daily run? Circle of 2 Vigorous yesterday's daily run. We may make a Healium Mist as well, just for the fun of it, but we won't make it part of the challenge. Because again, it gets too convoluted, where it's like, you got to make a Circle of Vigour that does big damage. You got to make a Mist that is Healthium, and then like, you know, like people are saying, oh, make the Healthium liquid also damage the player. It starts to be just some like long story. So instead, the main goal is to do a Circle of Vigour as our damage spell. We don't have to do it immediately, but by the end of the run, the main thing that we're using to damage everything needs to be Circle of Vigour. That's the overall goal of the run. There you go. Now the bets are open. Half of you guys placed your bets and the bets weren't even open. I don't know why. You pain in the ass. Today's challenge is to turn the Circle of Vigour spell into our main damage on our wand and then do an 11 orb run. Update. From there, we'll just goof around with the Healthium stuff. We'll probably do some fungal shifting with it, likely making a mist out of it. Maybe. We'll see what sounds good from there. Missed opportunity to call it yesterdaily. Yesterdaily. Listen, I like some good, clever titles, but that one may end up leading to me having to answer what the hell is yesterdaily. That's starting with arrow. I like it. In fact, oh, I just realized we don't have a good way to levitate. Dump your flask to get water. Let me just dump out this Healthium real quick. There's a lantern at the bottom of the whiskey. Oh, come on. Ow. It's okay to be on fire as long as we put out the fire or we die. Alright. Okay to take damage. Weird fungus? Probably gonna want that today. The reason it's not too big of a deal to burn ourselves like that is because we do have Healthium. I'm just waiting to do it once I have, I grab the heal, then I'll Healthium up. He's throwing already? No. We are fine. Is there a... what is that over there? I don't know. Are we still muted? It's true, I forgot. It was nice and peaceful, but I'll unmute you for now. Alright. If you want to use your Healthium, make sure you spray just a little bit and jump into it. Oops, failed. There we go. So we just used 1% of our Healthium flask for an infinite heal. Smart. Smart! Do not drink from the flask unless it's an emergency, because you will be wasting a ton of your Healthium. You want to stain yourself, and then stand still and get the infinite heals. I guess we can dip ourselves in the toxic sludge, it doesn't really matter. I like the noise Healthium makes. It's nice at first, but in long runs where it's like constantly going, it can get a bit annoying. Where you're just like, alright, chill game. Can you mimic Healthium with mimicium? Yes, you can. That's part of the reason why liquids that heal and stuff in the game are so OP. and have been for a couple years now. Because once they added mimicium, it just made it where, you know, you essentially have an infinite supply of those. An example of like something that's OP is if you grab Eat Your Vegetables, the perk Eat Your Vegetables. If I could find it, that would help. I wasn't blind. Chat, I need your eyes. Who's got good eyes? Top left. Top left. I'm hanging out. I'm hanging out. Right there. Thank you, chat. Eat Your Vegetables. The moment you grab Eat Your Vegetables, it gives you a potion of Hearty Porridge. That the Hearty Porridge, whenever you eat it, it heals the player just temporary. You get healing for like a couple seconds, and you get 1 flask of it. Well, it makes it very situational, right? Since you only get 1 flask, and you just, you know, you can kind of eat through the porridge really quickly. We're talking like in a matter of minutes, you can end up eating all of it and using up all your heals. So it's always one of those perks that people ask about. Oh, it's situational. You know, if you have like iron stomach, it's not so bad, blah, blah. But once they added mimicium to the game, I mean, that skyrockets the value of Eat Your Vegetables, because mimicium means that you should have a infinite supply of Hearty Porridge. Well, an infinite supply of Hearty Porridge means an infinite supply of healing. The reason you don't see people grab it more often isn't because it's like not really good. If anything, it's just because people don't like to keep up with the constant, because it adds a hunger mechanic to the game. So you're constantly like, oh, I can't eat too much because it'll kill my character. But if I don't eat every once in a while, my character starts to starve. It just becomes like this like annoyance. It's almost like somebody's poking you while you're playing the game. It's like, oh, you're having fun? Poke, poke. Don't forget to eat your vegetables. Poke, poke. You're like, oh my god, go away. It's too annoying. But if like I was playing for $1 million or some shit where it's like, oh my god, if you win this run, we'll give you $1 million, then yeah, Eat Your Vegetables would want to be one of these very high priority perks for me, because it means that you would always take the time to do those little extra things to get like all the mimicium, to give yourself infinite healing. It just is a very, it's like a conservative move to make. You get big damage and you get infinite healing. Kind of hard to pass that up. Yeah, there it is. There is the Circle of Vigour part. So already on today's daily, Healthium and Circle of Vigour. This is the reason people were stopping by the stream. Even though yesterday we were playing Dark Souls 3, people were still talking about how great yesterday's daily was. So that's why we saved it, so that we could play it today. Just joining in for the first time to tell you, I watched all the random spawn series on Twitch replays and loved it. I can't wait for the sub biome runs. I won't be back to watch a stream since I can only watch you on times 2.5 speed. Keep it up. Hold up now. Is that one of you guys on your alt account? That has to be. That has to be. There's no way. First off, it's like they're memeing. They're memeing a little bit. Their request is bullshit. That's one of you guys on your alt account. I know it. I know it's real because they watch you on 2.5 times. What? Sounds like some shit you guys would say on your alt account. Everything burns. To be fair, times 2.5 makes your hair look more realistic. Alright, I don't even want to try to begin to understand what the hell you're talking about. Alright, so we're missing obviously a good chunk of health, so we get as much value as we can out of this by pouring it and jumping and then failing. Wait, there we go. There we go, spent another 1%. Who would have an alt account only to shit talk you? I have a feeling that was probably you then, wasn't it? Lwalp. Lwalp. Many of you guys have second accounts. I know it for a fact. Thought that was Healthium again. I was like, what? You never know. Alright, now we have a water flask. Thank God. We should talk to you on our main accounts. Yeah, but sometimes you guys go and, like, you know, you go onto your hot tub accounts and stuff, where you do degen posting, and then you forget to sign out of it, then you go to talk shit in this chat, and then it's like, oh, first time chatter says, and then it's like, clearly somebody who's been part of the community for a while. Yeah, you didn't realize I considered that, did you? How do you get Healthium normally? Got like 200 hours and never seen it. That's pretty normal, I would say. 200 hours and not seeing Healthium is standard. The only way you'll find it in regular standard Noita, though, and not getting like super lucky and starting with it on like a daily, is every time that you look for a flask. So like you see how there's a wand here. This is like the large shine. It means a wand. But sometimes you'll see like the smaller shine. That means that it's a flask or a pouch, or it's like an item. Well, the smaller shine ones, have a 0.05% chance of being a Healthium flask. So realistically, if you ever were like right there, see the smaller shine? If that's a flask, there is a 0.05% chance that it would be a Healthium flask, is the idea. Now that luck, that randomness, that percentage is locked to the seed, meaning like if you were to find a Healthium flask, then people who play that exact same seed will have that same flask in that same spot. But if you're ever super determined to say, oh, I'm gonna find a Healthium flask today or whatever, you know, on a specific run, then you can just search enough parallel worlds. Statistically, you will like eventually find it. You know what I mean? Like you'll just check so many flasks that eventually you'll come across that Healthium. I was wanting to possibly do some stuff with fungus, so I'm gonna drop the tablet for now. I'm gonna grab the polyliquid. Polyliquid, we can use it to escape the mountain. What did Greasy had a question? What's up? How do you get the Healthium? That's insane. I only ever lurk, but every time I watch with audio, it's like a knowledge nuke. Hey, thanks for the love, Greasy. Nah, Greasy, he was just making sure, I think, that I saw your kind response. He was just looking out for you. Yeah, so basically, like, if you did the numbers, like, if you were saying, you know, 0.05% chance over 200 hours, and realistically, most of your 200 hours are starting, like, new runs, you'd be like, yeah, it makes sense that you haven't, you know, ran into the flask. Now, if you did one god run where you become super powerful, and then you're just, you know, very fast traveling through parallel worlds, going to areas where there's tons of flasks, and you're like, oh, I've been looking for, you know, 20 hours and still haven't found one, then I would say that's crazy. And you'd say, well, how is 20 hours versus 200? Is because if those 20 hours you're very efficient, just like checking hundreds and hundreds of flasks, then you'd be like, all right, well, that 0.05% will happen over that, or should statistically happen over that time period. Yeah, most new runs, you only see flasks every once in a while, you know, and you're just not seeing a large enough quantity for it to become likely to happen. And then you have those people with disgusting luck who on their very first run ever, or like one of their like first 10 runs ever, they'll run into a Healthium flask and think that it's kind of like a normal flask. Like, oh, you see these pretty regularly. It's like, no, that's super rare. You just fucking, you're RNGesus over here, man. Why does he always bother with the mountain orb? Plus 25 HP, you know? 25 HP is saved many of my runs in the past. And especially whenever you have something like Healthium. Oops, as I'm failing to... There you go. Something like Healthium makes it where you can utilize that 25 HP immediately. I got Healthium on like my 3rd or 4th run and didn't realize how rare... See, Phoenix will go over here flexing, bragging. It'll throw off how you look at the game, because you'll be like, oh, okay, now all I need is to get one of those Healthium flasks and then I'll be powerful. And it's like, yeah, that ain't gonna happen. You should almost never plan around the Healthium flask unless you're like, hey, you know, I'm gonna do a god run, and it's more about like a quest to find it rather than a run where you're balancing your run around it. Why not the other orb? The other orb is a bit of a walk.
I really wish you guys could see this guy right now. He is drenched.
The other orb is smart. Like if you take the time to go grab it, it only benefits you. It's plus 25 HP. I mean, there's really no downfall to that. It's just you do have to make the long walk over there, so you have to be kind of patient. My first win was carried by lively concoction. I found a flask in a random normal chest in jungle. But you found it in the jungle, so you kind of already were doing great, you know? Like, you were already in good shape. Not to say that I couldn't help you in the jungle, but I feel like if you get it in the jungle, that's like you earn that shit, right? It's the first zone is like, okay, you lucked into that, you lucky little bastard. Jungle's like, all right, you earned it. You know, you grinded it out for that. So this guy's like holding the chaotic poly hostage. It's a little bit annoying. I could grab the chaotic poly. Basically, we could run regular poly or chaotic poly. Both of them will allow us to escape the holy mountain. I'll probably just run regular poly, because in the regular poly you can burn off in the lava if we need to. It's either way, it's fine. Take the bridge boss heart with polymorph. You could. This is true. You definitely could. Hold on, something's off. Oh, I think it's, we have to go through this. Over, you know what this chest is. I know it's a little bit cheating, but we are aware of some of the things because, yesterday people were stopping by talking about how crazy today's daily. This is part of the craziness. I believe it's this chest. Let's see. Yes, this is one of the reasons today's daily is such a crazy one. Because obviously you have the good stuff like the Healium flask and the Circle of Vigour all in the first zone. But also this is a very, very rare enemy. One of the rarest in the entire game. And as you can see, it looks like a heart, but it's actually an enemy. And if you look on the progress, we have killed 27 of them in the past, which actually sounds like quite a few. But, I mean, that's over thousands and thousands of hours, so it's really not that much. Killed by twice. Don't get your hopes up. I don't have any cool deaths by them. We've done modded stuff with them. We've like loaded them in, trying to experiment with the hearts. I've never had any really cool, crazy deaths to them. If one day I ever have a legitimate death, don't worry. I'll make sure it is posted on the YouTube to be saved forever. But yeah, no big discoveries have ever been made with that the heart mimic before. That doesn't mean that there isn't anything to be discovered. You never know. You could be the one to discover it. But yeah, as far as I'm aware, it's, you know, just a rare enemy. You kill them, whatever. The mimic chest is different. If you a mimic chest, you can actually pour pheromone on it, and it will start to cough up potions, and it can even cough up a heart. You can do some cool stuff. But with the heart mimic, we never found anything. Also, I think we're missing a heart. I think somebody was it 4 hearts in the first zone? I don't remember how many hearts were in the first zone for today's daily, because it was, you know, so this is a god seed start. I don't remember how many we're supposed to have, but it's good enough for me. All right, nobody's making predictions. That means we're ready to go. Let's begin. Scoop up a little water. Huh. Nothing that exciting. Nah, I don't want any of that. Just realized there's no misbuild today. We still could have a misbuild. It's still possible. Because we, you know, it's going to take a while to make the Circle of Vigour do damage. It will take a little bit. Damn it. Lame, lame, lame. I guess we're rolling again. Oh, shit. Well, this is not a great start. Still a god seed, but perk-wise, not my favorite. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this heart. We'll leave the refresh there. Take Peace of the Gods? Yeah, we may take Peace of the Gods, actually. Kind of a waste, but also so is re-rolling the early one. Oh, this is dangerous. Sheeping our way out of the mountain with enemies right there at the bottom. That's a questionable move. But that's what I'm all about. Questionable moves.
Do it.
I may collapse his mountain on accident, but... Oh, there we go. There we go. That worked out. Boom.
That's why he's the goat! The goat!
The goat. It's because of the way the sheep is formed. It actually... I mean, the player can even stand up there too, but it makes it extra easy with the sheep where you stand up there and just wait for... Oh, God. Oh, God. Just wait for it to expire. Well... Interesting. How many times has the glitter bomb killed you in Noita? It's hard to say 100% because there's other cases where the glitter bomb was probably involved. But if we look at that dude, that, you know, he's the main guy for glitter bomb shenanigans. He has 4 kills. Those are probably during Twitch integration, honestly. Chance for a heart coming up. Should be right over here. If heart or a chest. Let's see if we get lucky. Ooh, neither. Ouch. Unlucky. Damn, this seed sucks ass. That's bullshit. This seed's terrible. As I'm chilling with my Healthium Circle of Vigour. Alright, I gotta remember that there is a lava mountain, which is dangerous. Oh, thank you for the love. I see you guys shouting me out for the 6-year partner anniversary. It's true. I've been a partner on Twitch for over 6 years now, officially. How time flies. I do want that guy right there, so hold up, let me... Go away, go away. We're going to drop this temporarily right there. We're gonna kill this guy. Hopefully this guy stays in the water. And get rid of him. Tell he was wanting to cause trouble. Oh, there he goes, there he goes. Oh, shit. So I saw the flask that I want, so that's why I ran away, because I don't want him to keep throwing out flasks. He'll end up breaking stuff. Yeah, there we go. Get over here. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now we just kill him.
Oh, I really wish you guys could see this guy right now. He is drenched.
Excellent. And we jump in here. We grab this. You know what? I'll even place down my polymorphine flask. World, you can have my poly flask. Which is going to overtake Factorio soon. Oh, you passed 1,000 hours. Hey, hell yeah, Kodacula. Hey, that's a pretty big compliment to Noita. Because I know a lot of people, you know, they call Factorio Cracktorio. And for Noita to beat that out on your hours played. If Factorio is crack, where is that putting Noita? Wait, where's the pouch? I kind of left it laying around. My bad. Okay, of course there's a teleportadium after I spent the time farming this one. That's how it goes. You started your first ever Greg Tech New Horizon run. I don't know what that is, but he said good luck in the next... you wish you luck on the next 3,000 hours of madness. 3,000 hours? What? I have clinical OCD. I end up liking Noita more because it forces options on me. Factorio, I get lost in the optimization, or the optimizing. I think that's part of what makes people love Factorio though, right? Getting lost in the optimization. Because it feels like there's always more to optimize. I hope you're gonna do bees. Crytax, what does that mean? I hope you're gonna do bees? What exactly do you mean by do a bee? Is it consensual? Oh yeah, oh yeah. In Greg Tech New Horizon. Oh, that's why I didn't understand what you were saying. Okay, see, I'm out of the loop on the Greg Tech. There's the wand. I was like, there's a pedestal, but there's no wand there. Because it's chilling, and it's a mist of spirits. Ooh. Maybe this is what will be our mist build? Perhaps? Maybe, maybe? Alright, so we levitate up here. And then we currently dropped our polymorphine, so we'll just tele back. What? I was pointing up, sir. I must have dropped down too low. That's my bad. Alright, don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. There we go. Jump in the portal. Put this stuff up. I'll keep the mists. Grab the damage plus. How do you do damage with a Circle of Vigour? I mean, it can already do damage right now. Watch this. So, Circle of Vigour, and then we attach a damage plus. Watch my health bar. Actually, wait. We shouldn't get hurt too badly from this, right? He's gonna waste it. Hold on. Oh, it'll be fine, right? Don't do it. It'll be fine, right? Well, the point is, Circle of Vigour naturally interacts with the player, right? It naturally interacts with the player. Well, if you attach some damage to this, it still interacts with the player trying to heal you, but it also will hit you with the damage that you've attached to it. Funnily enough, one of my earliest experiences with Circle of Vigour, I had it before, so I knew it was great, but I found it in a run, and I was like, I was excited. I was like, ooh, you know, Circle of Vigour, this is great. I placed it on a wand. I didn't pay attention to the wand. So this wand has an always cast on it that we currently have. This Burning Trail. This case, not really that scary. But the wand I placed it on when I was a new player is it had an always cast heavy shot. I didn't know that Circle of Vigour can take damage modifiers and affect the player. So I placed the Circle of Vigour on the always cast heavy shot. I cast it and I instantly died. And that was how I learned that Circle of Vigour can have damage modifiers attached to it and become very scary stuff. I won't show you right now just because I am, you know, it's a little risky, a little dangerous. Good time for a shop? Yeah, we might as well do it now. In fact, I'll go ahead and grab Piece of the Gods. It's kind of a lame, it's a super lame starting perk, but whatever. Sorry, chat. I was getting water and Teddy was meowing, so I went and gave him a treat. He's good. He's good. He's happy. Little Teddy, he was meowing. It's because he saw me getting water, so he was like, please, give me something. Alright. Why must you starve poor Teddy? He's never starving. If anything, he may be overfed a little bit. Whenever we had taken him to the vet, they said it was like, oh, he's a big boy, because he came out of his little carrier. The veterinarian was like, oh, he's big.
Teddy told me you were starving him.
And I said, oh, are we overfeeding him? And they were like, no, like he's just a large cat, but like they're like, he's probably at like where he should be at the max. Like, don't let him get it any bigger than this. So. Show us your cat. If you type !Teddy, you can see a clip of him. Teddy, say hi to chat. Say hello, Teddy. Oh, he's not happy. There you go. You have to see Teddy. He meows every day. He isn't that big. Like, you know, some people have those cats that are like the size of a goddamn dog. He's just a large for a regular standard cat, I think. Not fat,
well,
just...
I wish you guys could
He's
see
big
this guy
boned,
right now.
all
He is
right?
drenched
He's big
in
boned.
sweat.
Yo, what's up, Rick? Show us him now, and we know you're still feeding him and haven't been starving him. You guys saw him not too long ago. There were some storms going on. Actually, wait, did I take him on the stream then? I feel like I did. He's outside. I don't want to go to him again. I just got done petting him and stuff. He'll be thinking like, oh, more pets. Okay. So, what else do we need set up here? I guess we might as well just use one of these charges. Why not? We can just telly out. It's not really that big of a deal that we sheep out. Stand there. Feed Solar. I did forget to feed him, actually. Poor Solar. He's starving to death. Good to see you, by the way, Shield. Have you looked up the shifts? No, I haven't looked them up yet. I think we made to do some kind of mist Healthium build. Chat was saying they wanted to see. I thought that sounded kind of nice. But we'll wait a moment on that one. Do not blind shift. You have no faith in the blind shifts? How dare you? I posted a mist following wisp in the Noita section if you need it. A mist following wisp. Wouldn't it depend on the mist? Actually, wait. Do all... No, all mists shouldn't have the same lifetime, should they? It would have to be like for one of the mists specifically. Why not go check the next mountain? Yeah, we could. I gotta make sure that... I still haven't checked all the bottom ones, and there was one that had lava in it, so I have to be very careful. Mists are all the same lifetime? Oh, the base mist. I guess it's because the material disappears so quick that it's like misleading and makes you feel like one last... Because like the whiskey one seems like it disappears so fast compared to like the slime mist. Then again, I never make wisp mists. Those are pretty rare. Because in a way, the mists kind of, their advantage is that they have such a long lifetime naturally that usually you do not want to wisp them. Hey you, sir, I need you to die. Just so you know, this guy right here will never throw a Healthium flask. There's not like a small chance that he can throw it or anything like that, even though that would be kind of interesting. Is the rock spell a shiftable material? There is rock material, but I don't think the material of that rock spell can naturally be shifted. I'm sure with like a mod or something you probably could. But no, I don't believe... Well, actually, wait, no, I say that, and then I'm like, wait, I remember rock being... That may have been during like Twitch integration or some shit, though. That rock spell material turning into whiskey. I don't think it's in the natural shifting pool. But I don't know. I don't remember 100%. Not the rock item, Kurglo said. So yeah, I remember the rock material, but for some reason I remember trying to trying to cast the rock spell and it casting whiskey, but I think that was trying to crack. I can't remember what we were doing. I think that was modded Noita. Dunk got game. Listen, we're not trying to fuck the rock spell, damn it. Could helium vapor from Touch of Grass be collected in a flask to shift it? Yes, though you would have to do the reaction inside a flask. You wouldn't be able to like scoop up the gas in the air. You got to make the reaction take place inside the flask, which you can do. All right, I believe we can do this safely. Well, let me check these final mountains over here just to be 100%. Crazy fungal pain? Yeah, that may have been where it happened, and that may be what's messing with my head. To be like, wait, I have seen it before. Probably during crazy fungal pain. Oh my gosh, is it a nest up there? What is... Oh no, they're coughing up gold. The nest ones do not cough up gold. Thank you. Another heart. Oh, hello, mage. Okay, well, that's cool. Go back. Let me kill you. So the mages can jump between biomes. As you can see, he jumped into this area when he was in this area, even though they're two different biomes, but the player cannot. That's why if you ever see a telemage, it is not that stressful as long as you're in a biome that you feel safe. So like I'm standing on this side right here, and it's like, it's not a big deal if he hits me because I'm in the coal pits, and we cleared most of the coal pits, so it's not really that scary. If I move over just a little bit to right in this area, now I'm in the fungal caverns. If he hit me here, I'd be in full-on panic mode because it would start throwing me around. Oh my god! You piece of shit! He's like, I'll show you. He tried to hit me. There was another telemage. Anyways, getting hit by a telemage when you're just in the entrance of the fungal, that's scary as hell. And it almost happened as I was explaining. Because it's going to keep you in that zone. I don't want that. Nah. Oh my gosh. This mage. Oh shit, I fucked around. No. Thank God. Thank God. Alright, well, before we go goofing around there too much with those mages, let's jump in here. Damn it, another spell shop. Another damage plus, though. Perks are pretty terrible.
Do it. Do it.
Not liking them so much. Nuke.
Do it.
Read Lasiachi. Spirits definitely does not last the same amount of time. The hitbox goes away after a much shorter time. Read me or their... wait, what's this? Only one that is faster is the whiskey? Oh, it is? Okay, well... I had a feeling. I was going to say, the whiskey one seems like it disappears so fast. Yeah, the toxic and the slime and the blood, yeah, they should all be the same. Yeah, we really don't need the speed yet, but I'll grab it. The heal, normally I save the heals, but we have so many heals right now. I'm kind of just goofing around with my HP bar. I should be keeping my HP topped off at all times. I'm being a bit sloppy. Okay, so now when I telly back up, I got to make sure that I don't accidentally telly into that lava that we saw before. We should be fine. Let me make sure. Yeah, see, these are not the lava mountains. The lava holy mountain was a little bit further to the right. So that's what I was mainly doing, is when I was checking these bottom mountains, I was making sure that the one that had lava in it was further off to the side. That way, whenever I telly up, I know there's not a chance that I accidentally jump into it. See, this one's a bit further over here. That made it not so bad. What's the best way to get a liquid effect, mostly water, on you in dire situations? I swear flying straight upwards and a pouring isn't good enough, especially with teleportatium. So, you can... It's kind of weird. If you throw it up and then jump into it, that's normally the goal. But, like, so spraying it up and levitating at the same time can sometimes lead to it doing this weird thing where it seems like it's not staying your character, like, the best. So I sometimes like to, like, maybe there's like a half-second delay on whenever I spray it upwards and then I jump. Some people like to spray it downwards and fall into it. That's also a strategy that works. But yeah, if you ever find it that it's not doing the best job at you know, maybe putting out the fire or whatever it is, maybe make like a half-second delay between your spraying of the water and jumping into it. Most of the time, though, unless you're like 100% stained in something, just pouring and jumping at the same time is usually more than enough. It's just some stains you have such a strong amount on you that... Think of it like this. If you have a pocket of water like this, and you submerge yourself in it, well, picture that I was 100% submerged. even though the quantity of water may not be that much, because you're able to immerse your character all at once, it's actually more effective than if you are spraying water up and levitating. Whenever you're spraying water up and levitating, it's like you have like a trickle of water onto your character. So if you have something like slime or toxic sludge, what's happening is it's like slowly washing it off you. So like here's the water stain, here's the slime stain. Slime stain's up here. You're like slowly bringing the slime stain down, and the water stain is going up. Well, if you can submerge yourself, even though maybe it's not that much, it will just instantly wash off like stains. It's like 100%. They'll just be gone right away.
G'day Dunk, hope you're having a lovely stream.
Yo.
I'm happy to see you are actually gaming. No wait, you're still yapping.
What? Haters, man. Goddamn haters. Damn manga. If you fall into it correctly, you'll swim mid-air in the stain, which would reach 100% water. Yeah, that's the same for levitating, though, as well. This is true. Like, so falling into it, jumping up, whichever one works for you. But because of them being kind of funky, I feel like, you know, I just was trying to point out how your overall goal, if you want to remove a stain, is to submerge your character. That's why the half-second delay in like pouring and then jumping into it can be nice, or pouring down and falling into it. Notice when my character kind of slows when I'm falling. So if I fall, it's a smooth fall, right? But if I spray and then fall into it, you'll see that there's kind of like sometimes there can be a little bit of a hover for a moment. It's because your character is swimming in it, which in a way is like a more submerged. You're more submerged, which means it helps get the stain off of you quicker, all that kind of stuff. How you submerge yourself is up to you, but that should be your general goal. Why did I just shoot that right in front of me? I don't know. My finger just kind of shot it. The health increase that's in the water cave first biome is at 25 or 50. 25, but then also the heal that's in the water biome, it doesn't add plus 10, it just is a full heal. While the Holy Mountain Hearts, when you grab them, they're a full heal plus 10 HP. Sometimes that kind of stuff can be a little bit confusing. So, just 25 HP from the Dark Cave, even when you grab both of the hearts. There's a bad guy. Get out of here, bad guy. Stop being a bad guy. You kidding me? There we go. Got that. Hey, you stay away. Alright. Now we're going to use our Healthium. A little bit of Healthium, jump into it. There we go. Bloop, 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 bloop. Still 92% Healthium. I've definitely been a little bit sloppy with my Healthium usage. Some teleports. That's big. It's real big. Ooh, all kinds of stuff. Alright, well, let's go build some wand upgrades, and then we'll assess the situation. I'll take care of him in a little bit.
You can get a 100% wet stain if you have multiple types of water materials in a flask, swamp, brine, etc., and fall down into it. As a bonus, you float for like a second guaranteed.
100% wet stain if you have multiple types of water materials in a flask. That's a pro tip right there from Shield. That's a pro tip. Basically, hold on, let me crit on oil. Put that over here for the moment. Essentially what Shield is talking about is whenever you have multiple materials in the flask and you pour from it. Let me grab a paint. Paint's not necessary. Basically, multiple materials, whenever you pour, it pours from all materials at the same time. This means that the more you have in there, kind of like the more you're pouring out in one motion. So Shield's saying that you could have like water, brine, swamp. That way when you pour from it, you get multiple materials all at once, which means that you're more likely to, he said 100% chance of getting that wet stain, because you have all these different forms of water all at one time, which is pretty genius. You know what we could do? We could do a speed up on that. The damage pluses here. Triplicate. Actually, wait, maybe not both of them. Something like that. Bit of a weird build, but it is an upgrade over what we were using. I'm way too lazy to make sure I get multiple types of water in my flask. Yeah, not only that, but you got to remember if you had, for example, you said like swamp, brine, all that, you got to make sure that certain ones don't interact with each other, because if you have like water in swamp, it'll like start to convert over all to swamp and stuff. So realistically, it'd probably be like swamp, brine, and milk, probably like really optimal.
Nuclear bombs.
There you go, you can see our damage upgrade right there coming into play. Ow. Ow. And soon. Yeah, if we could start looking up the shifts now to see if there's something useful to do with these mists of spirits. Ambrosia. Well, let's look up these shifts real fast so we can find out if it's even worth holding on to this fungus stuff. And shift number 1 is going to be held material into oil. Okay, so you wouldn't want to hold a Healthium or anything there. So you could do whiskey mist into oil. So it becomes an oil mist. And then down here... Shut your mouth, chat! Oil into held. Alright, chat, you're being too obnoxious. Hold on, I couldn't think. I can't think! I'm trying to think right now. Had to mute you guys. Oil, so it'd be shift number 1 in 17. My god. Yeah, 1 in 17. See New Game Plus. Look, but I'm not too hopeful. Oil into SEMA. Damn, look at all the held materials on the left side. Left side held, 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 left side, left side. What the shit? That's crazy. The first 10 shifts. 2 in 10. 2 in 10. Toxic, ominous, poison. Oh, hold up. You are right. You are smart. Oh, but it's in reverse. I think this would make a broken shift, right? I always forget the order too, Kurglow. Yeah, we have Liquid Cakes tool. I'm pretty sure we could just do... I mean, we could do 1 in 17. That's fine. Or we could even do 1 and then eventually go to New Game Plus and then do it on 11. That one also works, but hold on. Actually, let me look at the other shifts real fast just so I know what's coming up. This into lava. Lava into oil. You know what we could do? We could make the gas. We could do it with the gas. Unmute us? You are unmuted. What are you on about? Would 2 to Healthium and Poison Mist be enough? But the problem with this one is that you want the held material to be on the left side first and then on the right side second. If you do it in the opposite, it creates what's called a broken shift, which is a material that looks one way but acts another. I believe in this scenario we would do the... We'll see. We'll just do it. Should be the whiskey mist in a flask. God damn it, we have to... Because we have like extra flasks this time, it's kind of throwing me off. Because usually we don't have a flask of Healium on us. That part's kind of crazy. Isn't it the other way around to what you're saying to avoid? Oh fuck, am I saying it backwards? Now Don's got me scared. Am I doing it backwards? Does it need to be on the right side first? Should be X to held, then held to X. So I am doing it backwards, Spiritus is saying. X to held, held to X. So 2 and 10 is the correct order. 1 and 17 is a broken shift. I can never remember that stuff. Okay, so in that case, we do... So 1 and 17 is going to be the reverse of what I want. So 2... I should like write it down somewhere so I always remember. Held on the right side first. So this ominous liquid into... Oh wait, so we are going to turn that category into Healium. That can work. That's going to be shift number 2. So we can go ahead and... We didn't need to empty out our water because that's not going to be for a little while. Why are we bothering with shifting if the run is about building a Circle of Vigour damage wand? Just for the fun of it. Just for the goofiness of it all. Alright, so shift number 1. We're just gonna let it ride. It's gonna be like sand into oil, I think was shift number 1. Nice. Which means we are gonna need to scoop up this again. It's like I need to find somewhere to save our Healium. We're too wealthy in this run. The reason that is there is like an emergency supply of Healium, basically. In case I like break this flask or just something really bad happens. I have it there for backup. Did you screw yourself over because you lose weird fungus at shift 6 and you don't have any sand anymore? Oh, true. But it's a different sand. Right? Am I crazy? You crazy? Yeah, it's a different sand. So desert sand stays. It's like... the kind of sand that disappears is the one that you'll see in like the Temple of the Art. Again, that's just the weird Noita labeling system. They definitely should not have made, like, you know, 5 materials have the same name in, like, 20 different categories. It's just... Noita devs being a little bit silly. Okay, how did I mess this up? There we go. There we go. And then we're going to empty out this milk, because we may end up needing this milk later. All the different materials with the same name is by far the thing I hate the most about shifting. Yeah, that's perfectly reasonable. That's a very fair complaint. I feel like the devs were definitely not... It's because fungal shifting was like a later thought, right? Like Noita was around for a while before they added in fungal shifting. I think just one of the devs one day had probably like a eureka moment of like, ooh, I've got a cool idea. And then they were probably like, well, shit, look how many things we made with the same name. And they want to go back and like relabel all this stuff and recategorize. So we're just like, it'll be fine. All the sand that's normally in here is oil. See? Let me move this in the number 1 slot. Had they thought of fungal shifting earlier, yeah, they probably would have taken care of this problem a long time ago. Get Cessation too. Wait, should I need it? Ominous Liquid is getting removed in the next shift. True. Let me think. Yeah, I guess we'll grab it while we're doing everything. Might as well. Drink a little bit of the water. Try to get rid of all this damn annoying water. Alright, there's the Mimic. We pour some pheromone on it so it has a heart above it. And then we... Oh my god, of course the water washed... Oh, there we go. Water tried to wash it off. Is Noita still getting updates? The devs haven't been around for a couple years. Does that mean they'll never update it? No, but that also means they haven't ever said they would ever do anything more with Noita, so... Well, you just never know. Your guess is as good as mine on if they'll ever return. Am I correct in thinking the spell, marital, or spell marital needs to be or martial? Needs to be, I'm guessing material. Added to the material group with X greater than group, then turn group into the material you want group greater than on. So you're turning X into group and oh, you're okay, yeah, I get what you're saying. So basically it is weird how like you can turn a whole family, a whole group into one. And then sometimes if it's a 1-to-1, that causes a reroll on the shifts. But if it's ever a group to 1, it does shift. And yeah, it gets really weird. So instead, yeah, it should just be like all the sands grouped together as one. All the snows grouped together as one, because then it would make sense. You'd be like, oh, it's like, it makes sense why, yes, there's multiple materials, but at least they're a family, so then you don't have to worry about it. Yeah, something like that could fix it. I wonder why they didn't do that, actually, now that I think about it. Could just be an oversight. I don't think there's any reason not to do that. We're currently doing a kind of a mini quest line to get the mimicium spell. Noita updates will coincide with DunkBot 2.0 release and implemented features. Hilarious. Hilarious. Alright, we got mimicium. Looking good, feeling good. DunkBot 2.0 is a scam? What? Solar, how could you? Can you demonstrate how to collect helium vapor in a flask? Sure. Give me 1 second, I'll show you right now. Wait, were you asking from Solar? Yes, Solar. How could you say DunkBot 2 was a scam after years and years of false promises on the release date of the damn thing? Wait, the one promising shit, not me? Hold up now. I remember a conversation I had with Solar a long time ago, where he was like, yeah, we can get this done in about a month. And I was like, yes. It's been about 6 months ago. So, don't you start with me, Solar. And then I saw the code. No, that was afterwards. Wait. Yeah, that was afterwards. I think you said add 3 weeks to it, maybe, or something like that. Don't you start. Listen. And then you kept adding shit. I haven't added anything. I didn't do shit. 6 months is nothing compared to this. Listen, Solar, get your ass in bed. We got coding to do after stream, damn it. Get this off my screen. Get this out of here. What is Dunk trying to do? We are setting up so that we can do some goofy fungal shift stuff. Then also a couple people asked me questions, so I felt like I was gonna show us a little side quest thing as well. We're multitasking right now. I'm going to throw some of the Healthium in the air, then catch it in this flask here. As you can see, I caught 1 pixel of Healthium in this flask, which is exactly what I needed. Then we are going to teleport back up. This is a live demonstration of scope creep. Too many plans! I can't keep up. Hold on. We're back. We're good. We're good. All right, so we're gonna cast our Sea of Mimicium. Then we are going to jump into it. Remember, we only had 1 pixel of Healthium in here, but whenever you put it in the Mimicium copies it and makes lots of Healthium. We might as well do this with all of our flasks so that we can top off our water. This one is a full flask. It's kind of weird. And then there we go. Now we have 2 things of Healthium. Obviously, we could just create a whole ocean of Healthium right there, but not going to do that just yet. So that one person in the chat was asking, how do you capture a gas inside of a flask? Well, basically the key is to know interactions. So how do you make Healthium into the helium? Run. Oh wait, do we already... No, it's still here. Okay, so we have our Healthium. And Healthium, whenever it touches lava, makes a healing gas. So the idea is, we want this reaction that's happening here, we want this same reaction to happen, but inside of our flask.
I really wish you guys could see this.
That's
guy
how
right
we
now.
get
He
the
is
gas.
drenched
So
in
we will
sweat.
just, hopefully quickly, hopefully I don't mess this up. Quick dip in there. Everything's fine. Okay, put out the fire. Okay, what? How's there still some lava in there? Get it out. There you go. So now, we took our Healthium liquid, we put a little bit of lava in it, and we made helium gas. So this is a flask of Healthium, the liquid, and then this is a flask of helium, the gas. And so if you're doing fungal shifting and you want to do shifts with gases, that's how you get them in a potion to start to do fungal shifts. Hopefully that made sense. It's healing you from just holding it. No, I poured a little bit of the gas out, and the gas, just like the liquid, stains you. And if you don't move around, the stain doesn't dry off. So if I move around, whoop, there it goes.
You really think someone would do that?
What's up, Cinnamon Bread? Just for reference, somebody doing their driver's license exam right now could have been in primary school when you promised. Wait, what? Wait, what? Hold on. This doesn't seem accurate. Sea of Mimicium. There's the ominous liquid at the bottom. We cast this here. It all turns into ominous liquid. We teleport down into this. We grab this. We jump out of the liquid. Touch of grass. Okay.
I really wish you guys...
So many little tasks to take care of in this run today. It's like the beginning of the run is just setting up for the future of the run. Even though a lot of this is unnecessary stuff, because the main goal is the Circle of Vigour, just murdering stuff. That one's a pretty simple goal. Pretty straightforward and easy. So from the Sky Islands, we've managed to get Mimicium. Yes, it has charges, but soon we'll get Greek letters so we can have infinite Mimicium. Also, you can just grab a spell refresh and it refreshes the charges, which is pretty easy to do. Touch of grass, which should instantly kill the player, except for when you're on the surface. Hopefully there isn't some special rule that I'm not thinking about that will insta-kill me. Good, it did not. Cessation, we got it. Alright, here's what we need to do. Kinda sucks, but we're gonna empty out this helium real fast. Gonna scoop up some toxic sludge. We don't need much, just need a little bit. And we go in here, and then we drop off the touch of grass. I don't trust it, so I'm gonna leave it on the ground. Then we run over here, and what are we doing now? We leave the Healthium on the ground. That flask is probably gonna break, but it's not a big deal because we can always make more of it. Because I did leave some in that one mountain. We grab the fungus, and we teleport back up. If we had Tinker, this would have saved us a lot of time. Throw it in the water? Ah, yeah, I should have, shouldn't I? That way we could have kept it from breaking. Oh well. Alright, mimicium, some of the toxic sludge. So the reason you need toxic sludge, the 3 materials that have to come in contact with each other are sand, sand, toxic sludge, and fungus blood. So what we do is we drop this fungus. This is the regular fungus, not the blood, just the fungus. Then we pour some toxic sludge on it right there. So there's toxic sludge, there's sand, and now we just need the fungus blood. So to get the blood, we just shoot the fungus. And then when they all come in contact with each other, they make a mysterious fungus, which is what you're seeing right there. Which is this kind of, I don't know what you call it, like glowy fungus. That's the good stuff. The reason for making this glowy fungus today, this other form of fungus, the mystery fungus, is because we are going to lose our regular fungus during today's run. That's common during fungal shifting. You will lose it quite often. Alright, after all of this, are we able to do our next shift? I think so. Hey, the flask stayed intact. Thank you.
Oh, I really
Nice
wish you guys
flask.
could see this guy right now. He is drenched in sweat.
Alright, mystery fungus. This is shift number 2, which should change like toxic sludge. That one whole family should be changing into Healthium. There we go. There's now extra Healthium in my world. Nice. Alright, the upcoming shifts will be lava to oil, so we're going to lose lava. So if we want to do anything with helium, we need to make it before this shift here. Toxic sludge. Oh, we didn't pay attention that on this one, the family shifts again. So luckily, I noticed that. So we just have to hold something on shift number 4 so it does not affect the family. It does some random held material into diamond. Sure. I decided to make Healthium because I kind of want to make our mist into a Healthium or helium mist. That's why I'm like going back and forth because I'm like, that could be kind of fun. We may not, we'll see, but I just wanted to at least have the option to. And to have it as an option, that means we have to make it before the lava shifts away, which the lava will be shifting away quite soon. So we have to be careful. There you go. Come on. There's the helium. Helium interacting with water should be fine, right? Let's make sure. Yeah. So we drop the helium in this. Really don't like it bouncing around like that. Stop that. There you go. Alright, we got our Healthium. We have that. Alright, now we can start... Wait, where'd my pouch go? Is it hidden underneath this? Nope. It's in the water? Oh, is that it right there? Good thing you're paying attention. I wouldn't have noticed that. It's like fucking hiding from me. Good thing you're watching. Consume. I don't think it's been 5 minutes yet, has it? I hope not. Time's flying too quickly in that case. Gotta slow time down. Guys, has anyone seen my sack? I just realized we never cleared out all of the fungal zone. Oh well. We really need to be progressing. So let's do it. That's the crazy thing about seeds like the one we're playing on, is if they do give you lots of stuff really early, it feels like you can just stay in the early game forever because there's just so many decisions to make and live in the early game. Uko? Stop being alive, sir. What other myths, if you wanted to use in a shift, don't we need to make with lava too? No, we don't have to make them. We just cast the mist and then fly into the mist while holding a flask, and it scoops up the liquid. We shouldn't need to make anything. Explosive projectile, that's pretty hype. Can't do that with Mist of Spirits, no. Oh shit, you're paying attention. You're smart. You are smart, sir. Yeah, he's saying it's a gas. You can't do it with that one. Wait, how would... Fuck, we'll just get a different mist. Let's just not use the Mist of Spirits. That's true. This whole time I'm thinking about the Mist of Spirits as a liquid when it's a gas. Silly me. Let's just do it. It's the... I was kind of hoping we'd find another one anyways, because it is the one that lasts the shortest. So it'd be like the least cool. We can find any other mist. We'll be happy. We got time. We got plenty of time. Hey, worm, chill. Stop worming. Stop that right now. He did not drop a heart. He did cough up a lot of worm blood, though. A missed opportunity. I see what you did there. Yes, there is lots of healthium. Consume. We gotta, yeah, we can go ahead and shift. Shift oil away. Or shifting lava away into oil, I think is what it was. Hopefully we don't end up needing lava, but if we do, then we'll just have to come up with a creative solution. What is happening? Oh, it's because we have sand in our thing. It contaminated it. There we go. This shift will be losing lava. Lava is gone from our game. What is this? Get out of here. I may consume the worm blood. We probably will need to in a bit here. Alright, we'll consume some of it for now. Let's see. How is it going, Durium? We're currently just goofing around. We're gonna end up trying to build some... Oh, shit. Chill. Go chill, buddy. We're gonna end up trying to build a Circle of Vigour damage wand today. Is the goal. But we've also been getting really sidetracked by fungal shifting stuff because we are playing on yesterday's daily because it was a god run and people were like, let's goof around on it. We can't miss this opportunity. Lots of bad guys. Oh shit, almost fell in the portal. Not yet. Is this in honor of me losing my win streak after your raid? First off, don't you pin that on me, alright? These are two independent things. Couldn't you say after my raid to, like, anything that happened? Like, couldn't you get raided by me and then 2 months later die in Noita and be like, wow, I died after your raid, and it would still be true? You see? You see? How long do the weebs get muted for? 10 days. And 7 hours. And 43 minutes. Trust me. Don't you dare, Uko. Don't you try to pull that on me. There's a lot of healthium right here. Can it be 10 years? Sure, we can just type in a couple more zeros. It'll be fine. That's funny. Oh, there's a heart mage right there. And I still did not grab that ambrosia. Damn it. Damn it. This is why we have too many materials. Too much good stuff. Oh, that had an earthquake effect attached to it. Seems safe. Another damage plus.
I really wish you guys could see this guy right now. He is drenched in sweat.
That is a lot of healthium. Leave that wand for the heart mage. No, we'll find a spot to put it. In fact, I kind of want to grab it for myself. Let's do this. We jump in here. Grab that, why not? Double accelerations, that's pretty nice. Fire immunity, oil blood. Is there gonna be a problem with that? Bleeding oil. Oil gets fungal shifted into, well, I don't know what oil is right now. We have a lot of oil. Other things are oil, but oil isn't anything else. Do you think the heart mage trick should get nerfed again? Probably. I'm not sure how, but yeah, it should be adjusted because it is, even after the devs, you know, had nerfed it way back in the day, still is a bit ridiculous. Let's do this. Accuracy is so bad with bubble. I hate that. Oil will shift randomly later. It could be fun. What the hell? Let's get that fire immunity. Alright, I'm going to lay down this flask of Healthium for now.
That's a nice muscly throwing on you got there.
No, it's not throwing. You're being tactical. The reason I needed to do that is I needed to do a fungal shift and I needed a throwaway material because ding, we know that the shift coming up is the whole toxic sludge, poison, and ominous liquid family will get converted into diamond, which we do not want that because we're using shift number 2, which is that same family. So to avoid it, we can hold a material and it will convert the held material instead of the family. There should be an or. That'd probably be a great way to represent this information so that people don't get confused so often. It should say held material and then like a written or, and then have these three next to each other. Held material or toxic sludge, poison, ominous liquid. So we're going to hold the acceleradium and have it kind of tank the garbage shift. There we go. No, it's not an and, it's an or, yeah. So basically by holding the acceleradium, we ended up turning acceleradium into... the held material was acceleradium, it turned into diamond. So this whole family right here was not affected. But if you remember earlier, we turned that whole family into held material, which we held healthium. So essentially we were able to keep our extra healthium all over the world without being without risking losing it there. So that's why you still see healthium in the wall right there. Go grab the ambrosia. Yeah, I think you're right. That's probably the perfect time to do it now. And also got to keep in mind what shift was next. It was is that an Uko right above me? Oh my god. It was kind of awkward timing. Ooh, we tried to get in my face. You tried to get in my face. Berserkium, Pheromone, Invisibilium into Worm Blood. I'm okay with that shift. Fungus Blood, Weird Fungus, and Fungus Soil into Acid. I'm okay with that shift too because I made Mystery Fungus, so we don't have to give a shit about that. Oil, Swamp, and Peat into Oil. We don't care about that. Lava into Diamond. We also don't care. This into Diamond. We don't care. So yeah, we're pretty much set up for just like burning shifts until number 10. So help me keep track. If you can let me know when it's been 5 minutes, we will do shift number 5. If you held one of the family material, will it only shift that material instead or the whole family? Just that one material. That's where things can get really weird. Because if you hold a specific material, it only does that one. But when it comes to the natural pool that you know, whenever you're not holding anything, it likes to grab families a lot of the time and shift them as a group. So let's say what's a shift that we could... Okay, right here. Shift number 4. Let's say that we had held the diamond material. If I'm holding the diamond material and the result is the diamond material, this is the same thing. Diamond into diamond. This
I fear
shift,
the moist mob.
This shift will not happen. Instead, what happens is the game says, wait, diamond into diamond, this is the exact same thing. Nothing is changing. So instead, it will do a random different shift. This is a moment of kind of scary, like a scary moment, because you're not in control. You don't know what the hell, what shift it's going to do. So usually you don't like to make those kind of moves unless you're really wanting some moment of chaos, because even on the Noita website, it doesn't allow you to know what's going to happen in its place. I'm sure there probably is somewhere, like somebody has the information, but they don't have it displayed here. So diamond to diamond won't. But here's what's interesting. Down here, fungus blood, weird fungus, fungal soil. Let's say that you held weird fungus. Well, now this whole family is turning into weird fungus. And while weird fungus is part of the family, it is not the only material shifting. So it does still let that shift take place. It will do the shift. Fungus blood, weird fungus blood, weird fungus, and fungal soil into weird fungus. That will happen. Something like diamond into diamond will not happen. It will say, oh, that's, you know, do a random different shift. So that's kind of an important detail to know whenever it comes to manipulating shifts. Can you explain the gold to toxic under the held material on the right? You know that one, Shadow King. Are you trying to bait a rant, or are you actually curious? Are you baiting a rant? I don't know. Let me think for a moment. I feel like Shadow King knows this. I'm seriously asking. Wait, you said lol afterwards. I don't know. I smell bait. I'm serious? All right. Well, it's actually it isn't that complicated. It's just like, and no hate to the person who made Noita. It's just kind of tricky to display the information in a way that's really intuitive. Basically, the devs basically deemed shifting anything in the world into gold probably shouldn't be allowed. It shouldn't be really like normal. So, for example, we look up this shift and we say, oh, fungus blood, weird fungus, and fungal soil and held material. Let's just hold gold dust. It will make gold everywhere. And it was that way for a little while, but the devs were like, you know what? That's a little bit OP. So what they did is they made what's called a greed shift mechanic, and they labeled gold and divine ground. Those are the only two materials they labeled as greed materials. So what it means is if you try to hold gold, like if your held material is gold, instead of weird fungus blood or fungus blood, weird fungus, and fungal soil turning into gold, instead they will turn into toxic sludge. That'll be the result. So you're not going to end up making gold everywhere. It could be for lore reasons that they did that. It's speculation. Some people say that it is lore, because if you think about it, there's like the ending where the world turns to gold. So it could be that they're like, we need to reserve that occurrence for like that, for that lore reason. It shouldn't be that easy to do that. But it could just be that they thought it was too OP. That's also possible. One little detail though is they did leave a very small chance in the game where it actually is the greed shift can be successful. Does anybody remember the odds? It's like 1 in 1,000 or some shit like that, where it will happen. That's why they listed it here, because you will see where it says gold, arrow, gold. I think it's how it's 0.1%. So 1 in 1,000. Does Noita know when it'll happen? Yeah, it'll display it. Like that's why I was asking if somebody had a seed that will show, because I wanted you to see what a successful one looked like. Somebody will probably type a seed in a moment. I guess I could find it if I really wanted to. Let's see. Search for seeds. And you would say, I'm searching for one that has a fungal shift of this, sure, into, yes, and then you just say, actually, you could even remove this one, I think. I think it's all right to have it on this side only. Search. Hello? Find next. Yeah, there you go. There's an example. So on this seed, oh wait, no, stop searching. Stop that. On this seed, the very first shift is silver, brass, and copper into, and then it made it blue so that you know, hey, just so you know, if you try to greed shift, it will actually work, and the greed shift will be successful. As you can see, there's another one on number 3 that it is not successful. What would be crazy is multiple greed shifts successful, which I'm sure there is a seed out there that's like that. Wait, there's the seed number, 3073, a really low seed number. But there you go. Wrap it up, old man. The funny part is we haven't even begun to get the damage going on this Circle of Vigour. We've just been so many side tasks. They're everywhere. Who remembers where that ambrosia was? I know I don't.
DunkOrSlam, has your mother ever explained to you how you ended up this way?
What the hell? Who said that? Oh, classic Tito. Never mind. It's not insulting when you hear it's from Tito. So let's speed up. Consume? Is it already time? Is the 5-minute timer up? I don't know if I can believe you. That's full of known liars. Alright, so this one, we were allowed to just let it, just burn it. Visibilium. What are the odds of starting a run with Healthium and Circle of Vigour really early? I mean, it's got to be tremendously low. Because first off, to start with Healthium, I believe it's not possible in regular runs. It has to be a daily run. So you're limited to 1 seed a day. That means 365 different seeds a year. If I had to guess, something like this probably happens maybe once, less than once a decade. But I don't know the exact numbers on that. The devs handpicked the seed for your anniversary Noita stream, but then you decided to play some lame game with no physics simulations instead. It is true. It was on my 6th year partner anniversary, and I was playing Dark Souls 3, which is unfortunate, but hey, we got to play the seed, though. We're on it right now. Alright, let's go find... Probably should have drank the worm blood, but I'm too lazy at this point. He's around here somewhere. I remember your 4th partner anniversary. I was new to Twitch and thought it was maybe your IRL anniversary and you were celebrating on Twitch. Didn't seem healthy. That's hilarious, Duke. So he thought very highly of me. Where the hell is this damn heart mage? I know he's around here. No way he died. This is why I should have drank that worm blood. Let me go drink it. Chat, where's my worm? There it is. Never mind. I don't need you. You're dead to me. Do you think worm blood tastes like a protein shake? Given its visuals, I wouldn't think protein shake. And its name, it kind of has a gross look to it, and it's called worm blood. Worms have so much protein. Still though, you said does it taste like a protein shake? I don't think a person would eat a worm and say that tastes like a protein shake, even though it may have protein in it, right? There he is. Hey, little buddy. It's funny because it has the particles of like Healthium on it, but because it's a different category of mist. Oh no, don't you go dying on me. Actually gonna run away from him for a moment to see if it will get rid of his stain on his head. I don't want him to get melted. Hello, friend. Oh, he still has it. Oh, damn it. No. Oh my god. Oh my god. Listen, you're gonna die to that shit, and that's your own fault. Five minutes are up. Alright, let me deal with this guy first, and then I'll... How has it not... There we go. I was just trying to get rid of his damn effect on him. Alright. So, because I've been kind of sloppily getting fungal shifting stuff prepared, I probably do need to speed up our run quite a bit. So the best way to do that is something like a Heart Mage. Heart Mage will put your run on steroids. So let's prep this as much as Noita will allow me to prep this. Oh shit, don't kill that guy. Don't kill him. Alright, put a little ambrosia on ourselves. There you go. Hit twice. 3 times. Each time my health bar is reducing more and more. And then one final hit just to make sure we're over. Got that. Put a bit ambrosia on ourselves. In fact, we probably it's fine. Usually you would want to heal up before your health bar kind of spirals. But you gotta remember that the Healthium liquid is like percent healing. At least the stain is percent healing. So we're at 1,930 HP. And then we just use some of this liquid that's, well, all over the place. And we just say, hey, I need some of that. And we're set. The liquid has flat healing as well. Yeah, it's like the contact damage. Like whenever you walk into Healthium, it does get deleted. Like if I walk into this slowly, you'll see that it's like deleting it, and it's actually not even staining my character. Yeah, that has a contact damage that is flat healing, I believe, right? And then it's 1 HP per pixel. Oh, okay. I didn't even remember that. But the stain, so if you submerge yourself in it, like that, that stain is percent healing. So you don't move, and then boom. Your HP bar launches upward. So people are saying it was time to fungal shift, and this is going to be another throwaway shift, I believe. Which is fine with me. What about drinking it? Drinking it's percent healing, but terrible returns in terms of like you have to drink 10% of it, and you get shit, I don't know, like 6 seconds of percent healing, which is enough to full heal you. But in reality, you only need less than 1% to get that same amount of healing if you just stain yourself with it. Is Healthium considered the same as Lively Concoction? They're very similar. Healthium is like a green liquid that stains you and heals you just like in Lively Concoction, same idea. But how they interact with the environment is where they get a little bit different. The Lively Concoction times out. Like if you pour it on the ground, it will sit there for like 10 seconds and then all of a sudden it just disappears on its own. And then if you were to jump into Lively Concoction before it disappears, it actually just sits, like you can float in it. You can swim in Lively Concoction. And until it times out, it's very easy to stain yourself with it. While Healthium, on the other hand, will stay there forever. If you pour it on the ground, it will sit there forever. But when you walk into it, it deletes it. And that's where it gets a little tricky to stain yourself because you have to get a good amount of it to stain yourself. So lively concoction, much easier to stain your character with it, but because it times out, you have to be quick. Healthium, you got to submerge yourself in it. You need more to stain. All right, let's do it. No, I did not piss into a cup. Does lively concoction time out if something is shifted into it? So I believe you can make a broken shift with lively concoction, but if you just see lively concoction transformed, yes, it will also time out like the regular one. There may, like I said, there's some broken shift stuff that I think can happen, but just normal lively concoction transformed will also time out. If you're curious what I'm thinking about so hard, if we attach explosive projectile with freezing gaze, this reaction right here is very deadly, but we have 1,918 HP. So this can hurt the player super bad, but since I have so much HP, I should be safe for now, right? Oops. We need accuracy. You know what? Let's go with this wand. That way we can put the speed on it as well.
Do it.
4,000? Oh, it's because it's doing it twice. Yeah, that makes sense. So now what we do is we teleport up.
DunkOrSlam, do you think if you're sad and alone in 30 years you might buy a fully functional robot waifu, or would you just stick with the at body pillow?
I would never betray the Woat body pillow. Is your health enough to tank a missed shot? It should be able to, because that should have been 2 of them. So it's like 2,000 damage each, and then we take only like 30% explosion damage. So should be fine. The oil lake. Consume? Is it time to consume already? I was paused for a while, so it may have thrown off the time. Are you confident on that one? Actually, I don't know if you're confident. Checked on only wands? Alrighty then. What shift number is this about to be? Okay, this is number 7. There we go. Anything but 7. Oil. Posted something for you in showcase. Why are you laughing when you say it? Posted something for me in showcase, but then he's laughing. Alright, it would help if I... There we go. Ooh, what you cooking up over there? Chat? That better be enough for chat. Everybody in the chat gets 1. Wait, what did you say? Oh, veggies with meat. For a second, I thought you said veggie meat. I was like, hold up. It's a lie. Don't look at it. No, it's good. Is that, what am I even, is that chicken actually? Hold on. It looks like I see some fish in there. I reject the fish. That's not all fish, right? Am I crazy? Smash. That one on the left looked like chicken. If there's chicken, I allow the chicken. The fish, I reject the fish. Yes, that is chicken. Okay. On the right side, there was some fish over there. Tell that fish to stay away from my chicken skewers. Ooh, what the hell? Oh, all the fungus turned into acid. Fish is OP. What are you saying? I wish I liked fish, because fish in general is like one of the... I mean, well, besides the fact that sometimes you get, like, fish that have, like, you know, they're in, like, a contaminated environment or some crap, but just as in terms of just a standard meat, fish is, like, one of the best for you. So that's why my body rejects it.
Oh, I really wish you guys could see this guy right now. He is drenched in sweat.
All right, there's a pyramid boss. Wake up. Just have someone form into dino shape and bread it. It's not enough to save the nasty flavor of the fish, sadly. Well, he survived that? He did survive that second one. Alright, what do we grab in here? I'm gonna grab... Ooh, I like the wand. Pretty cool. Actually, wait. Poison. That's in the family, right? Hold on, I'm having to pull this seed back up. I accidentally closed the tab. We just did number 7. So next will be number 8, lava into diamond. Good, good, good. But what I wanted to see is here it says toxic sludge, poison, and ominous liquid. They're all in the same family. And this wand just gave us poison trail, meaning that if we cast it, poison trail should be Healium trail. Checks out. That is a lot of Healium. We'll also grab some of the extras. Sounds like you're doing it wrong, Dunk. Start off with a really neutral tasting fish like cod, bread it and deep fry it. Tartar sauce, not fishy at all. I mean, like salmon patties, I don't like hate those. Like if I eat it, I'm not just like, oh my god, disgusting, because it doesn't taste very fishy. But I just really don't like the smell of fish and so. Oh crap, there's vomit in the mimicium. Whoops. Alright, so now what we do, this wand here, dispose of the garbage. Again, our poison trail, if we want to, can be utilized as a Healium trail if we really need it today, so I'll hold on to that. But what we're gonna do, we're no longer going to use the freezing gaze because that is dangerous for the player with explosive projectile. The only reason I was using that is because one explosive projectile is not enough to make a triplicate do big damage. On its, just one of them, it only hits for 35 damage. But if I put down multiple explosive projectiles, it goes from doing 35 damage to 995, which is more what we're looking for. And then from there, we're going to fill it with whatever extra projectiles we can. 3, 4, so 1, 2, 3. And then I guess add on the damage modifier while we're chilling. So now we have a wand that does big explosion damage with projectiles that are safe for the player. So now I can just shoot this all I want and not have to shit myself thinking that I'm going to insta-kill myself like I was with the other wand. I just used the other one temporarily because we didn't have the ability to copy stuff. So I used the dangerous one to kill the pyramid boss. Pyramid boss has a high likelihood of dropping something to copy other spells. Copy the explosive projectile. Now with multiple explosive projectiles, we can utilize that on safer spells. And that way I remove the danger. Can we still shit ourselves though? Towerful? No. So one rule around here. Nobody shits themselves but me. Alright, dig down. If you're curious what we look for the building in the background. Try to line up with that. Hear the garbage truck outside. It's loud as hell. Boom, boom. Body slam in a trash can. How is it copy random spell? So it does in general feel random, but there's ways you can manipulate the randomness and know exactly what it's going to copy. I do have a video of it on my YouTube channel that's called Copy Random Spells Might Be OP. If you really want to dive into it and learn how to manipulate stuff. Kind of fucked up. I need all of these. All 4 of these are good. I should have had this triple there instead of that one. That was stupid of me. Oh well, this will have to do. This is like probably one of the most optimal drops you could get, like right there. Omega for what? I don't know. I like using Divide by Omega just for like big damage stuff. So maybe we can do a Divide by Omega with a Circle of Vigour and end up getting some huge damage. Exactly, well put. Phoenix said, in case you don't want to watch the video, the short explanation is copy random spell is forced to choose from the spells remaining on a wand that are uncast. put it in the second to last, and it's forced to cast the last thing. There you go. Technically, it can discard, it can copy discarded spells as well, so it must be a single shot unless you want to copy discarded spells. There you go. That's where things get tricky. We gotta cover all the little technicalities. Yeah, there's my Healthium. We can probably get rid of the Ambrosia now. Grab our beautiful Healthium. Couple explosions. Just a few. Black holes! Finally! Man, we've been needing this. You know how much time we could have saved if we got this shit earlier? That's crazy. Kind of pisses me off that it just now is showing up, but whatever.
DunkOrSlam, are you excited for the Ocarina of Time remake? How do you feel about remakes and remasters in general instead of new IPs? Do you ever braid your scrotal or nipple hair?
yeah, let me go in there for a moment. Well, pretending that was actually a real question up until that last part. I'm not against remakes. I know a lot of people get kind of bored on seeing the same old shit come out again and again, but I'm a sucker for nostalgia just like most people out there, most gamers. No doubt. But with Ocarina of Time, the interesting thing is, it's not like they're getting their first remake of it. They're getting like a... I think it's the second or third remake of it, isn't it? Which I don't know. I don't know the details of the Ocarina of Time one. I even just found out about it the other day because I was talking with chat. And they said, it's Ocarina of Time's getting a remake. Which my brother's a diehard Zelda fan. Like, massive fan of the series. In fact, he's part of a charity marathon group that's playing Zelda right now. Actually, wait, no, they won't be starting again for 2 hours. They are on a small break right now. They're raising money for St. Jude. Oh, yay, a mist. We needed that. Big deal, big deal. Huge, huge. Dunkbot remaster? Yeah, the Dunkbot remaster is going to be huge. Ocarina is a remake of a remake. Yeah, there you go. And not only that, the remakes are... I don't know what it's classified as, a remake or a remaster. Some of them, people get really spicy whenever they make a little flavor of a twist in them. Where it's like they add a little bit, something extra. People are like, no, it's got to be the original. I kind of like it sometimes when they add in a flavor. I guess it depends on what they're adding into the twist. You know, what's the little oomph that they're putting in there. But sometimes I get excited when I see a bit of modifications made. Modernizations, usually. Are you going to raid into the charity stream? Of course, Arceus. Yep. I plan to actually be there in person on one of the days. I don't know if it'll probably be tomorrow, maybe. If they turn the remake into Breath of the Wild or inject nonsense politics in it, then it'll be crap. But why would you assume that's going to happen? Well, if they made it Breath of the Wild, I mean, Breath of the Wild was amazing. I love Breath of the Wild. I mean, I've only played a bit of it, but I remember thinking like, this is a cool direction for Zelda. I thought it was really neat. I have no idea why you'd be expecting politics in it. The woke of time. Sold! I'm in! Are you going to bring back the St. Jude cosmetic too? Ooh, that's a great question, Airlix. I didn't think about that. Do not. I worked hard to trade for that. There we go. Another shift. Do it on the day when you're joining the stream? Yeah, that would be the best way to do it if we're going to. Oil. It said oil. Must have been number 8, right? Because lava must have been oil. It was number 8? Okay. So we have one more throwaway shift and then the big shift. One more throwaway. What if you told us the command to unlock the cosmetic on the charity stream so chat has to come and watch? It's true. Forcing you collectors into... Oh, wait. A slime mist here. Unlimited charges. I'll take the unlimited charges one. It is true, though. Nothing too crazy there that we need. What else we got? Another explosive projectile, so we wouldn't even need to use the copy strategy if we wanted to. Heart. We missed a heart. Oh no. We'll never recover. The dice. Sure.
I think Nintendo has coasted for too long on remakes and remasters. But then I think they have also overplayed their hand. I don't think Nintendo could make a Mario or Zelda today. One time I licked whipped cream off a guy and I got chest hair in my mouth. It was gross.
What the fuck? What do you mean they couldn't make a Mario? Didn't they just make a Mario? Like, in the last couple of years? Bit of murder. Shit. I like the one, but probably not worth the trouble. Odyssey is 9 years old by now. There's been a Mario more recent than Odyssey, though Odyssey is probably their most successful recent Mario. Most recent Mario game. Super Mario Bros. Wonder, originally launched in 2023. Side-scroller Mario, yeah, see, there you go. I mean a new Mario or Zelda level IP. Oh, you mean, okay, an original one. I got you. Yeah, on that one, I wouldn't be the best at defending Nintendo, because honestly, I haven't really kept too much track of my brother. I'm sure would be, you know, he's a big Nintendo fan, so I'm sure he'd have a response to you. He'd be like, "How dare you? You take it back." But honestly, yeah, nothing comes to mind that I'm like, wait, what is something that is a recent original one? Oh, there's a heart mage right there. Is that a heart mage next to a heart? Oh my god, that is. Wow, that's hilarious. Oops. How about I don't die from this? Okay, that's good enough. See, you don't have to have Ambrosia to do Heart Mage tricks. It just helps to have like a billion health, so it's not as a scary one. Ow. Dang, we're up to 3,590. You stay away from those squid kids. Splatoon though is kind of old, right? I wouldn't call it like a... How old is Splatoon at this point? Splatoon just turned 11 years old. Splatoon isn't like Mario or Zelda. They are a very different kind of game, but they are original, right? You know, like they are their own thing, you know. And it is a franchise. Like it is its series. They have 2 of them, right? Or is there 3 of them? I don't even remember. Splatoon was Wii U. Wait, was the original Splatoon out for Wii U? Which is crazy because it's like their least successful of their consoles. But Splatoon is, I'd say, pretty popular. The Wii U was fucking dumb though. Nintendo was stupid with the naming on that one. Why the hell would you call it the Wii U? I like forget that the Wii U even existed. Like in my head, it just skips from like, call it Wii 2? Yeah, it'd have been fine. Splatoon is extremely popular in Japan. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that. They like have a whole competitive scene and everything for it too. I mean, there's a bit of one out like internationally as well, but specifically in Japan, it's pretty competitive. Trying to decide if unlimited spells is. You know what? We're just gonna take it. Screw it. Screw it. I think we need to do one more throwaway shift. Correct, chat? Is this my last throwaway shift? I think only Microsoft is worse at naming their consoles. True. True. Yep, last throwaway. Okay, thank you, Don. It is weird how they mess up so much on those kind of things. Like, you would think that would be one of the easier things from a marketing perspective, but I guess it's not as easy as it seems. If there was one group of people that should never forget your console existed, it should be active, you know, gamers. And it's like, well, yeah, I forgot the Wii U was a console. Good old Nintendo.
DunkOrSlam, have you ever considered becoming a strategic consultant for a billion-dollar company so they can use your insights? I mean, you have a business degree in economics.
That's what I do right now. That's what I do in my free time. Damn it, this blindness. Anything good? Doesn't look like it. Extra life? I like that. Master wands? Sure, why not? Boom, boom. I do like that wand. Alright. So the reason I haven't been collecting too many orbs on our journey is I kind of want to, you know, start using the Circle of Vigour as damage, and then from there we go on our collecting journey. We found crit on so many different, like crit on oil, crit on bloody, crit on water, but we haven't found any of the material spells, and that kind of sucks. Alright, and then I'm going to... we roll that. Fuck.
I feel like you should really give that suggestion of being a consultant for billion-dollar companies a shot. Sounds like it might be an effective measurement to reduce the number of billionaires we have and a reduction of needs.
Just immediately run their products into the ground. Shifts 9. Alright, we've done 9 shifts. Are we due for the next one yet? 75 seconds remaining. Alright, so a little over a minute. What's today's run? We're playing on yesterday's daily. That was like a super blessed RNG run. And we're trying to just like do goofy stuff on it, which I guess the next goofy, or I guess the first goofy thing that we've really been trying for all day today is about to be complete. Which, give me one moment and I'll show you. So this whole time we've been setting it up in such a way that whenever we do this next shift, we can take any mist that we can collect in a flask. So like this right here, for example, is a slime mist, and we can turn it into another kind of mist.
It's insane.
So let's take this mist and we're gonna jump into it holding a flask right here. So we have the slime mist. In fact, let's go ahead and fill it up to 100% just to be certain. Come on. All right, 100% slime mist. So remember, this is not slime, this is slime mist. These are two different materials in Noita. And what we are about to do is shift number 10, which is this shift right here. It's going to be held material into ominous liquid. But if you scroll way back, you'll see ominous liquid turned into held material earlier. Well, ominous liquid basically was shifted into Healthium. And we're going to basically say, okay, slime mist into ominous liquid. Ominous liquid, it's already Healthium, meaning slime mist should be Healthium if everything goes according to plan. So let's hope it does. Eat this. While we're eating this, we're going to hold the slime mist. We're chilling. So, our slime mist now turned into Healthium, meaning if I cast my slime mist spell, it just pours off Healthium, which is why earlier I forgot that we were even considering it, and then I guess I got distracted. We were actually thinking of doing it with the gas, that way we didn't have to deal with the liquid.
Right now, he is drenched in sweat.
But pretty neat, right? Pretty cool. This is a homemade mist. The Healthium mist. So we've made our goofy mist, but that is not our overall goal of today. Does explosion on slime work still if it's shifted? No, it will. It has to have the slimy stain on their head. So you could find something else that gives a stain. It would work, but not on this. This one wouldn't. It wouldn't be successful. Can you add damage to the heal mist? Yes, you could. In fact, I'm glad you said that because that was what I was gonna do. So what I wanted to do is I need homing to put onto that mist. And we couldn't afford the homing because we didn't have enough money. So that means that we need to run on over to an area with lots of money. Which you guys already know where I'm going. The Federal Reserve? Exactly, that's where we're going. Ready the song. Prepare the quacks. Alright, we don't really need money that bad today, but I would like to have a little bit. So I won't necessarily collect every piece of gold in this room, but this gold room is always here, always waiting for you, so might as well collect some. And... hold, wait. Hold your quacks. I said hold your quacks, damn it! Quack. That is not holding your quacks. There we go.
Lurking in this sweaty cave here in Dunkville. Moist mobs, monsters, swapper mages. It's a dunk thrill. Might get a victory. Extend your win streak. DunkTales, ooh. Every night he's out there screaming. DunkTales, ooh. Tales of glory, crouches when skill prevails. Ooh. Danger weeds will find you. Avert your eyes, emotes will find you. Punch a goon and slide into some DunkTales. Let's take a spin, might get a win on DunkTales. Ooh. Tales of a legend, all jokes and good dunk spells. Ooh. Not gamble fails, all fam on snails, no DunkTales. Ooh.
There you go. There's your flavor of DunkTales. Can you create an ecosystem with looping reactive alchemic reactions? Just point a wand and boom, deers, ducks, grass, and rain. I mean, in one cast, you could get close, but it would be like an abomination. You know how they people talk about it, like there was a teleporter, right? If you could take a human and they like walk into a thing and they could teleport from one location to another, what happens if like you climb into the teleporter and like a fly was to like fly into it at the same moment it goes to like teleport you, which is like breaking you down or whatever, and like, you know, moving you locations, you would like be fused together with the fly. It would pretty much be that. You'd be like, oh, I made this whole ecosystem, but when you casted it, it would be like, oh god, what have I done? It would just be like fucking corpses of like ducks and like a deer head sticking off to the side with like rain and then like some dirt. You'd be like, oh shit. So kind of, I guess. You could spread them out with formations and expiration triggers. Yeah, you could spread the, let's see, ducks, deer, chunk of soil, rain. It's not going to necessarily make like a pretty picture, but you are right. You would be able to spread them out. They wouldn't be like all like, oh, a nice little biome. It'd be like little patches of a biome, I guess. All right, we're getting everything set up. We're almost... I think we're in a place where our Circle of Vigour can actually start killing stuff. Let me test that theory out in a second. Ow. Also, I saw somebody say they were a VOD watcher and they were curious about the random start locations where it's currently at. We've actually completed our random start locations. We just finished it last week with all the main biomes. Now people are saying they want to see us do like a series of you know, like the sub biomes. That way we have to do heaven and hell separately, that kind of stuff. We'll see about that. But for now, our main journey, season 1, has come to an end of the random start locations. Yep, we did it. We did it. Trying to decide if we could grab this to speed up our tele wand. The problem is we're having to use regular tele at the moment rather than short tele. You know what? I'm actually going to grab this. Now, I know you're saying, what the hell? What made you make the decision to grab the inferior wand? That's because one of our main goals, if you looked at our challenge today, was we wanted to kill stuff with Circle of Vigour. And currently, we're not killing anything with Circle of Vigour. Nothing is being affected by that. So what I'm going to do is see... I want to see if our Circle of Vigour build would be good enough damage yet. Let's test that out. But first we need to get rid of the charges. Okay. Bubble. We'll do speed up, reduce, and then we want to attach damage. And then... I guess we can put the horizontal path on there as well. We can put down the multicast. That's... actually shouldn't matter. Omega. So what if we shoot this currently? What damage are we talking about? Said 85 damage. Oh, that's because it copied the bubble spark. So realistically, it's not even. We gotta get the homing on there before we can actually tell what kind of damage we're looking at. Almost like we need a moo. Last spell on the wand. Let's do this. Yeah, we need homing before we can truly see what we're working with there. Oh, there's a player ghost over there. Damn it, our damage is too low right now. We can't kill you as you are.
It's time to stop. It's time to stop, okay? No more.
I just picked up a random wand off the ground and started shooting him with it. I'll explain what's happening in a moment, but yeah, player ghosts, I usually have that bones folder cleared. It's just not cleared right now. Whoops. And no, we're not going to make use of the player ghost wand because it feels a little cheaty. Yo, he's so tanky. Did I heal him? Like, infinitely? Does he have infinite HP now? What's going on? You, stop being alive. Ow. Jesus. I want to see what wand he even had. Oh, that's hilarious. Like a past backpack wand. Again, we won't utilize it since it is a player ghost wand, though I did want that moo. Can I kill him? Yep, he's dead. Is that Nala a cosmetic? You talking about this one here? I'm going to end up using it, I think, on the Circle of Vigour. I don't know that for sure. We can't use it on the telly right now because our mana pool won't sustain it very well. Alright, so now we can grab... I'll grab the crit on Bloody, I guess. We're not grabbing spells to power. I don't want to risk crashing the game. Ooh, wrong thing. There is a... Oh, the Weakening Curse. We do want that one. And that should be good. So now we put the homing on this. And the Weakening Curse. Let's see how that does. Also, if we hit ourself with it, how bad is that? As you can see, the damage isn't too insane yet. There was a Mist Blood in the eye room. Does that work with crit on blood? I think only if the mist stain gets on them. Like if the blood stain gets on the mist, or gets on the creature that we shot the mist at. I don't think it works like the blood material where just because it's in the same payload. Did you shift away blood? Because if not, there's a blood spell in the shop of the first... Oh, shit. It doesn't matter if you shift it away. It still will work. You're a genius. Genius. Wait, are we sure that it was blood? How confident are we? I feel like I remember this, though. It's really familiar. Hey, you. Stop. Stop being alive. Stop that right now. So, we're using Circle of Vigour as our damage wand, which is not a good thing. Like, you should not be using Circle of Vigour to do damage. This is clearly a goofy build, but it does teach you a lot, which is, as long as your damage outweighs your healing, it actually can be a really good damage. You know, anything you can attach damage to in Noita. So, it would work well, but our healing is currently, for the most part, outscaling our healing. Or our healing is outscaling our damage. That's why we're having a hard time killing stuff like the spiders. Divide by 2 Omega. Yeah, the reason I wasn't doing the Omega is because it's adding the bubble into the group, and I was trying to make it where, yes, you are 100% correct. Good memory, dude. This is very helpful. We needed that. What are we dropping for this? I guess this is kind of a meme at this point. We'll get rid of that. So, if we add blood to the payload, then we put crit on bloody here, that means we do 5 times the damage that we were doing before. Because crit on bloody, when it's grouped together with blood, guarantees 5 times the damage on anything that's eligible to be crit, which is most things in the game. With that said, we can't test it on the statue because statues don't show crits, so that's not very helpful. And we could divide by 2 the crits. That should work, I think. Dunk's video on Noita's critical stacking mechanic. Oh, thank you there, Bayhu. Good to see you, by the way, dude. Bayhu in the house. But yes, there is a video where I talk about, you know, stacking critical... Like, how do crits work in Noita, basically? Crits are a big deal in Noita. If you're doing really late game builds, they can take builds that normally would be doing about, like, you know, several hundred damage, maybe 1,000 damage, and crits make it where you can do millions of damage. Clits are a big deal too. What? Stop, chat won't ever need to know about that. Boom, roasted. What is this TP wand? Yeah, we haven't had the greatest TP stuff. Right now, if we wanted to, we could go up to heaven, find like an add trigger, and then grab the one of the tower wands, and then make a way better travel wand. I've just been kind of limping along for fun, I guess. Alright, there we go. Now we're in the parallel world. Now. Hey, a luminous drill. It does exist. Tinker! Hey! Yay, that's pretty exciting. So... Huh. Rig too obvious. Don't be jealous. See, look at the damage coming out of our Circle of Vigour. In fact, we probably want to remove that temporarily while we're relying on the movement of the spell, because horizontal makes it hard for it to move around. But yes, we're doing a good bit of damage right now. Alright, we grab this. Let's see if this just does better than what we were using, if we're happier with it. I do like that a lot more, but still not perfect, but it'll do for now. So what we're looking for are damage modifiers. Ooh. Add mana. You don't say. Right now, the Circle of Vigour is basically acting like what we would be using a mist for. Usually mist builds are like you shoot it and they'll travel through walls and chase down enemies. Now, if I want to get healed, I just shoot it at my own feet, and it will actually hurt me a little bit because of all the damage I've attached to it, and then it tries to heal me after it hurts me. Which, because I have so much HP, the healing does outscale the damage. Crits. More crit. At this point, whenever you already have crit on bloody plus blood, that means it's guaranteed crit. So any extra crit you add on top of it, it literally just means extra damage. Like if you are already guaranteed going to crit, then you don't have to do any like calculation of like what are the odds of, you know, critting at 110%, 115%. Well, anything over 100% is guaranteed to happen, right? But think of the crit modifiers as damage modifiers at this point. Wait, did you see a crit on blood? Oh, you're just talking about the crit on blood that I have. I do need more. If I can find more crit on bloods, that will be pretty nice. Pretty big. Keep your eyes open. I'm sure we probably passed some in the regular world. It's just at the time I didn't know I was going to end up with a crit on bloody build. One of the least common of the crit builds. You have electric immunity, grab the lightning modifier. That is true. We can just amplify our electric in there because it isn't going to bother us. Very true. Wait, I forget. Because we have it on the healing though. Okay, yeah, we're good. Block, 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 block. Any extra damage is good damage. Ow. Does crit on blood affect how much damage the Circle of Vigour does to you also? So the player cannot be crit. So if you're ever building a silly damage build like we are, where it's like you can hurt yourself and enemies, then trying to incorporate crits in your build is actually really smart, because you're making it's something that can only affect enemies, since only enemies are eligible to be crit. So for example, this 44 damage that we're adding to our Circle of Vigour that we got going on here, it does add 44 damage when I hit myself. It does add 44 damage to that. But for the enemies, it's 44 damage that is then being amplified by the crit. So let's say that it is 3 crits, that's 15 times 44 damage. That is what's being added for the enemies, which is, you know, pretty big deal. That's it. It's hitting for over 1,000 damage on each one. Actually, that's at 800 on that one. We could add Venomous Curse. That one will probably be pretty annoying to have on myself. Reduce? Reduce, we may need it for the tellies in a bit. Maybe. In fact, I think you can just do that, right? Oh, that's fucked. Oh, because the recharge. Actually, let's just do this. Go. Lumi drill. That. There we go. There we go. We have hit a point that everything in this zone should just get obliterated by my build. More crits. More crits to go with my crits. Actually, let's put them like this for now. Bloodlust. I mean, we could add the Bloodlust. I mean, it's already dangerous to us anyways. So it's not like it's that big of a deal where it's like, oh, 33 damage, but it can hurt the player. It's like, well, it's on a Circle of Vigour, so that was already eligible to hurt the player. Let's do it. Another phasing. Now, we still aren't in a place where I'm just like, oh yeah, we can use this on Kolmi. We're not quite at that damage level, but we can just grab a couple modifiers, or I mean Greek letters, and that could change. Ooh, look at that damage field. That's a really good addition. Yeah, no survivors on that one. It's starting to hurt. You can see the damage is getting into kind of a scary place right now. Like when I stand in it, you can see my health bar is like, oh god! It's trying to keep up. How about some divide by modifiers? A nice little trip to hell. It's a better divide by, plus I'm thinking about getting a moo would be a huge upgrade. What the hell? Oh, I have the Nala on there. It's like, why is my mist wand so fucked? There we go. Our nice Healium mist. In fact, instead of going to hell, we could probably just travel up to heaven and check real quickly. Why moo? Because if we do Omega, the Omega technically will add in the spark trigger, and so that won't necessarily be the Circle of Vigour. Circle of Vigour will be there, but also there'll be another projectile in the group. I'm trying to leave it as just the Circle of Vigour doing the damage, the only eligible projectile. The moo will allow me to keep it that way. Yeah, divide by add trigger, that could be huge too. That could be really nice. Where were we? I just messed that up. There we go. There we are. Where's the... Oh, Expiration trigger, that probably could work to grab, but since I don't have crazy money, let's hold off. Wait, that is the floating island I'm looking for. Ooh, poly guy, no thank you. Divide by 4. Probably. Anything else crazy? Blood to power. It could be nice. Oh shit, we just spent one of our lives. Okay, we gotta take that off of there. Holy shit. Okay, well that'll be our way to kill Kolmi. Oh shit.
It's fine.
Everything's fine, everything's fine. Whoops. I just figured, you know, I was like, okay, that will be some good damage, but because we don't have we can't get crit, that it should be like a chunk, and then maybe that's it. Yeah, that hurt. Alright, we gotta get Saving Grace, for sure. I'll just take the divide by 4. Why not? Fuck it, that should be good enough. Is Dunk doing the daily run yesterday? I'm also doing it. It has become my first god run. Yep, that's what we're doing right now. Yesterday's daily. It is an insane one. And I'm actually gonna go look for Saving Grace. So we had 1 extra life, but I kind of deleted that extra life with my own stupidity. I know, you're impressed. Oh, there's Saving Grace. Alright, what happens if we put this there?
Do it.
Let's find some. Oh, is that what is that there? How much damage was that? $3,800, and that's without our main damage modifier, which is this one, which I'm, you know, a little afraid of right now. How much damage was that? Who's got some good eyes? You can tell me how much damage that was. Read indoor cat? Let me look. Shouldn't you be completely safe even with blood to power now? You always get healed with 1 second of getting hit. Yeah, we should be. We should be pretty damn safe. Still scary though. 700? Bullshit, 700. Was way more than 700. You telling me that was 700 damage? Now that one should be pretty clear. I want to say it was like 75,000 damage. 70k, yeah. Clear D says I'm on phone, 3,000 something. He's like pressing his eyeball against the phone. The screen's so small. I think we're equipped to kill an 11 Orb Kolmi now. What would you guys say? Just 11? What do you mean just 11? 11 is respectable. How dare you disrespect them? What'd you turn into Healium? Everything. Toxic sludge, poison, and ominous liquid are the main ones. I think that is why we're seeing it in a lot of spots. Oh! Thank you, Saving Grace. For safety, just for my own sanity, let's just place that over there for now. Alright, we took the portal. It takes us back to the main world. And then now what we're going to do is we're going to go collect all the orbs of the main world. So we've already collected 4 of them. 2 of them we left over here. Oh, I wonder how the bridge boss... Oh, but bridge boss doesn't take crits. So he's going to kind of laugh at our build, isn't he? Surely this will be safe. No! Oh, we got him. I was afraid the heals were gonna outscale it.
I fear the moist mob.
That's actually, it's a good one he coughed up. What's up, Steffi? Thanks for the raid! Am I crazy? What just happened here? How did I go past the... Oh, here it is. Alright, 7. So we have 4 orbs remaining. Vault is going to be number 8. Hell, number 9. Masters area, number 10. Bottom of the... Okay, Forgotten. Okay, so number 11. Gotcha. I got them all labeled out. Actually, it's probably fastest just to go up. Does this build do enough damage to kill you, or does the healing from Circle of Vigour negate the damage for your HP? I wouldn't say it, like right here, as this is, yes, like my, it balances out. Like we're in general in a good place. The moment I put the blood to power on there, no, it's more damage than healing. I still will get saved infinitely though, because it's like, ooh, it tries to kill you, oops, saved. Ooh, it tries to kill you, oops, saved. But my fear is that there could be a moment where the ticks of damage work just perfectly. But I mean, it would be, if anything, this one's more likely to have the damage tick just perfectly. Something else would have to damage me real low, and then this could have the math work out in a way that it kills me. Is that true? You literally had to take one of your extra lives? Well, no, I didn't have Saving Grace is what I think Synthetron is referring. He's talking about like right here, it can't kill us. Here, it can kill us, but Saving Grace mathematically should save us every time, unless some other variables at play. Oops, I don't know why I went in the Forgotten area. Got frozen on that one. Alright, this is number 8. And down into Hell. Alright, we're in Hell. Hell creatures, let's shoot at them a little bit. Shredding them. Run over here. I'm just trying to get lined up with the... Oh, that's a hellworm. I was frozen today. Ow. Alright, there we go. Now we line up with this. Should be able to get to the orb pretty easily. There it is. Number 9. 2 orbs remain. And then we go kill Kolmi. 11 Orb Kolmi. Are we low enough? Probably too low now. Holy crap. So I'd rather not shoot my homing Circle of Vigour into this area because there's swappers all over the place. What the hell? I crazy? Wait, what did this say it was? Yeah. Look, I'm going insane. Just wasn't making the noise. There we go, number 10. We're missing one orb, and it is the one that's next to the vault. Hello, Kolmi. We're about to murder you. Just give me one moment. Gotta get that missing orb. Number 11. Alright. The reason for 11 is the regular world has 11 orbs in it, and I just grabbed every orb in the main world. Besides, you know, getting one from a greater chest, which that's a whole other thing. So every main orb in the world, meaning that Kolmi will have 11 orbs worth of HP, which is a good amount. And then this is going to be kind of a funky kill. I hope this works. Worst case, we'll have to run and find a different strategy. So, he has 131,000 HP. And what's going to happen is we're going to kill him, and then the heals are going to save him. So, see how, oh, it actually worked out where it saved him and then killed him again real quickly. That was fast.
Let me see. I don't want to see that.
Not bad.
Nobody wants to see that.
Anticlimactic? Well, you were hoping I was going to die. No saving that. Well, the thing is, so Kolmi has kind of his own saving grace, but it's not really, I don't think it's intentional. Basically, whenever he dies, his health goes to 0, and he goes through this whole death animation where he's like, brrr. But during that time, if he takes any healing, it actually resurrects him. Even though the portal spawns, he'll still be alive running around. But the Circle of Vigour is alive for so long that it let him do the animation, and then it just killed him again right afterwards before he could get saved, I guess, fully. Why not kill the other bosses too? I mean, we killed the pyramid boss, the Alchemist, the dragon, the bridge boss, Kolmi. Not really too many other bosses we want to fuck with, because if we go for Tiny doesn't take projectile damage. We're doing thousands and thousands of projectile damage. All that 131 damage, that was all projectile. Well, 95% of it was probably projectile damage. We have a little bit of electricity on there. I'm trying to think if there's any other boss that's worth messing with. I mean, we could go fight the Kivi boss. Does reviving Kolmi count as a kill still for pacifist? I believe so. I think if the death animation goes off, I think that your pacifist run is ruined. I don't know that 100%. I feel like we've discussed this before. And Let's Holly said, yeah, once the animation goes. Basically, that's like the spawning of the portal, I think, is what killed the pacifist run. It actually doesn't matter if you even get credit for it. Like, you don't have to get credit at all. If this portal spawns in, I think that's the moment that your pacifist run is fucked. With that said, if you experiment with it and you find something different, let me know, because that would be kind of interesting information. Let me go ahead and I'm going to lock in the wind, then go for the Kivi boss, because we're going to kind of fuck around, and that could get us killed. Also, one last look at our beautiful... Instead of it being a slime mist, we did fungal shifts and it became a Healium mist. I know, it's glorious. Try to kill Tiny with no blood to power. Well, that wouldn't be needed at all because he doesn't take projectile damage, so the blood to power wouldn't hurt him in the first place, I don't believe. Bloop, bloop. Can you drown or in Healium, or does it out heal? You can drown, but it won't, like you'll... Well, actually, no, you can't... There is a way to drown in it, but the problem is, normally when you come in contact with Healium, your character actually picks up Healium. So it's creating pockets of air, which doesn't allow you to drown. But, in a scenario that you can submerge your player in it, so let's say you submerge your player in it without picking it up, you will start to drown, but the healing will outscale it. There may be... No, I don't think there's an HP amount. So the percent healing... I mean, you'd have to be at like 10 HP. Because the percent healing is so strong while the suffocating is flat damage. So there may be some math there that you could balance it out where you're like, wait, if you're doing flat damage, what health bar amount has to be a really low amount, like 10? Would the suffocation kill you at a faster rate than the percent healing? I don't know. It may be like 30. Sounds like a challenge for a future run. Suffocating in Healthium. It'd probably be better to do it in Lively Concoction. That way you don't have to deal with the Healthium picking up the little pockets of air for the player. Yeah, as a sheep, you definitely could suffocate in the in this liquid. Yeah, I'm pretty certain, because your health bar is like 4. Alright. Go here, and then from here we go to the skull, then we go up. There's a boss up here that mimics the player's health bar. I wanted to try this goofy build against him, and let's see what happens. So he copies my HP. We're going to shoot this into him. Ooh, shit. Yeah, we couldn't even get saved. Oh, shit. Basically what happens is, even though Saving Grace saves you, I think the damage effect from the Kivi is like holding my health bar down. It didn't let the heals bring me back up above it in time. GG. And now we got time for some Noita Twitch integration. Alright, so let's read out these streakers and then let's get to the Twitch integration. We got golden yes signs going out to Kachinga? Nailed it. Burnt to crisp and super. Alright, super burnt to crisp. Kachinga, congratulations, you're in the golden yes crew. From this day forward, anytime you predict yes in the channel, your sweatling will hold a sign made of solid gold. Don't let any of the peasants near your sign. We got some thieves in the chat. They will try to steal your solid gold sign because they can't earn one themselves because they are too stupid. What you do is you point and you laugh at them for their stupidity and throw stuff at them. That's also a good idea. 7 streaks going out to Seaman, Steyer, Kachinga, Mr. Cheaterson, Pimplecram, Howming, Furcifer, Royal Naga, Concatenation, Deralt, Hawes, Deralt, listen, your name every time, man, it breaks my brain. Super, Paprika, Spice of Life, and Turakoishi. Now that was a healthy amount of 7 streaks. I like it. Seaman, I mean, that's his name. Seaman. Seaman. Right? Nailed it. -7. These people were wrong 7 times in a row. And that is Creosote and Kins 007. Creosote and Kins, congratulations. Both of you get a little cosmetic. It's a dunce cap. It's for your sweatling. It's in your backpack. You can equip it whenever you like. 7 streak going out to Darsgar and Duck This Witch. Back-to-back 7 streaks. Carniera with the 3 7 streaks. That is 21 in a row. Which, Carney, normally this would be your time to shine. You could stand on top of the mountain looking down on the peasants. But, Veg. He says, all yes, all day. Look at this. Wow. Hold on. Let me just pin this here. Let me move that there. Hold on, hold. All yes, all day, baby. Veg with the 35 prediction streak. That is 5 7 streaks in a row. The paid chatter final boss? What? Veg, these are haters, man. Goddamn haters. Where's my Tiny to... Hold on. I heard the Tiny sound effect. Where is he? Hold. Maybe a little dusty. Look at little Tiny. Look at him. He's adorable. Tiny coming in. You mean Pebbles? All right, you heroes and New Earth gamers. Tiny, Pebbles, same thing. He's adorable. They're seething with jealousy? Yes, exactly, Veg. Exactly. Weeb figure collector? What? This isn't Weeb. What is that? That's Tiny from Dota 2. See, this is Pudge. Pudge is like kind of like a little paperweight. Pudge the Butcher. Look at him. It's not Weeb, it's Dota stuff. Can we get gameplay? Fine. Dota 2 ripped off Heroes of New Earth confirmed. All right, now you're just lying. Now you just spread misinformation. All right, Veg, the Giga Brain of the day. All right, Twitch integration time. Open it up. Dota's worse than Weeb? Okay, now I know you're lying. Now you're just making stuff up. Pudge is as thick as a thick ass lad. Oh shit, hold on, what is this? Updates? Perkageddon? I don't trust this. I don't trust this. No, get that dunk his bald shit out of here. 10 to 30? Sure, we'll let it ride for now. New game, Twitch integration. There we go. Oh, I gotta change my title too. Jumper says, Chase, check this for a small update on my 0% journey. Oh shit, Jumper, give me a moment, I'll peep this.
Can we have a special cosmetic or thing for reaching a 42 prediction streak? For the boomers, it is the answer to everything, and for the zoomers, it is 6-7 prediction streak.
67. Oh shit. My bad, chat, my bad. I definitely want to do that kind of stuff. That was my whole motivation, you know, with DunkPod 2.0 is to be able to do those kind of things, and in the moment just be like, we can spontaneously create creative stuff at any time. We're getting there. We're getting there. This is our quarter. Indoor Cat knows it. Hold on, there was something else I was gonna do. Oh, real quickly, chat, real quickly. I want to see what Jumper. Imagine needing Healthium or Circle of Vigour. Wait, what? Wait, hold on. Yeah, but he did this in a 0% run. He did the weakening mage trick in a 0% run? Meaning he did not cast any spells? What? Jumper, are you insane? How can you do that without spells? He must have given it to an enemy to cast at him. I handed the wand to a mage. What the fuck? Jumper's crazy, man. He's out of control. Somebody stop this man. A 0% run where you've actually pulled off the weakening curse trick. You may be the first person I've ever heard of. You definitely are the first person I've ever heard of doing it. You may be the first person to ever actually do that, though. In the history of Noita. Jumper's hunting for your God Gamer crown. I mean, he's doing some pretty impressive stuff. There's no doubt on that one. He's doing the stuff that people claimed had to be done. The ultra mystery stuff that if we did it, we would know the solution to the eye puzzle. But everybody else, like, you know, every reasonable person was like, yeah, nobody's doing that shit. And then, meanwhile, you got Jumper over here doing that shit. Actually doing the insane stuff. He's a mad lad. Did you find a way to get 100%? I thought you said it wasn't possible with the current patch. No, it's possible. Oh, it wasn't that it wasn't possible. It was that it was very unreasonable without the infinite chest rain to do it in like one sitting. But thanks to the Giga Brain scientists in the community, they have talked about and shown a consistent way that you can get hundreds of chests to spawn if you go into New Game Plus. Specifically, I think is it New Game Plus Plus? I'm already forgetting. And you go into parallel worlds. Usually you have to go like 100 parallel worlds. What happens is you're basically gonna kind of, I don't know if bug out the game is the correct term for it, for like what is happening there, because it may be intentional from the devs. I don't know. But what it seems like is basically a bug where you start to get hundreds of treasure chests spawning in. Using that method, you pretty much are doing the same thing that you do with infinite chest rain, but instead you're just doing it hundreds of parallel worlds away, where you're just sorting through all these chests and you're good to go. Gold pouch. Wait, really? That was a gold pouch? Are you sure you're making stuff up? Where was the pouch? I don't see it. I'm blind. Oh, wait. Up and to the right there was one? You lying to me. Don't you dare. Oh, hey. Telly wand. Oh, shit. It was a gold pouch. My bad. My bad. Yeah, so since that's been discussed, we've talked about it many times on stream. Since then, we've actually had, I think a couple community members have actually attempted the 100% and done it since that's been discussed actively in the channel. In fact, Flippy posted a YouTube video of them, oh my god, of them doing just that, the 100%. And in fact, with this method, it's actually faster than the old 100% method. You pieces of shit. Oh well, I think. Okay. Player Ghost, do me a favor and let me have those ducks. I'd appreciate you. This is not good. Easy.
Damn, son, where'd you find
Easy. Too easy, really. Teleportitis? Let's do it. Did the ghost wand despawn for the player ghost? I don't think so. He just ran out of ducks because it's limited charges. Mortal snail. I'm in a bad spot. 523,000 channel points working towards that mill, but I'm also running out of sweat because of all the cosmetics. Do I want a 500k deposit or miss out on cosmetics? Yeah, that's your call, Bayhue. Your call. What the? Did you see it just teleport me from water to water and now I'm at 1 HP? Oh! It didn't matter. We're just getting warmed up. We're just getting warmed up. Yeah, wasn't a bet? Exactly, Midnight. Midnight gets it. At least we have one smart person in the chat. Wasn't a bet, doesn't matter, didn't count. You look bald today. Right, are you trying to cancel out the intelligence of that other chatter I was just talking about? Is that what's happening? What, not a bet, doesn't matter, still funny? Yeah, that's not a saying. You can't just go making up sayings like that. Oh. There we go. Thank you. You just did the daily. Why would you need to warm up in TI? TI is different from the daily, my friend. Very different style runs. That plus I got spoiled with yesterday's daily because I had infinite healing. Yeah, but I'm at a -3 streak. Sounds like a skill issue. Oh, what the? Oh, they're all these guys. Okay. Literally cheated. What chat told me? They said, "Hey, I want you to play the daily tomorrow whenever you're loading into Noita." I said, "Sure, I can do that." Why should I be punished? Because that's what chat wanted me to do. Throw a flask. Come on now. Oh. You almost killed me. That's fine. We'll just use... Oh, come on. Hey, here we go. Easy. Grab a little all-seeing eyes back up. That was almost calculated. Good thing the chat can't calculate shit. We're sending them back to the first grade. Oh crap, there was a heart there. Bold words for a man who could be killed by a single lava pool vote. I'm looking pretty alive right now. I don't know what you're yapping about. I'm looking very much alive. Just fine, just fine. Just fine. Grab a couple rats. Throw in a little bit of chaos. Whew. You did your best. It wasn't good enough, but it was your best. What in the hell? Oh shit, wrong button, wrong button. It's a bad route. What am I doing? What am I doing? Nope, 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 nope. Come on. What kind of noob moves are you making, chat? These little noob maneuvers. Just take notes. Slicing and dicing. Making it look easy. How do I do it? How do I do it? Woo! Respect. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. What was it you emphasized at the end of last run? I emphasized that every run matters, and that's why it's important that I win this one, so that you guys know I'm better than you. That's what I emphasized.
Do it. Nope.
No? I'm pretty sure that's what I said. Emphasize these nuts.
Nope.
I remember that too. For one, wasn't a bet, doesn't matter. Two, anyone can win with teleports. My dog could win with teleports. Here's some jealousy. I hear a little bit of jealousy. If I was to lower this range very slightly, what would be good? No, not 6 or 7. No, don't. 12 to 24. I feel like that's How about this, chat? What if we did do 12 to 24, but I get 2 attempts? What would you think about that for a bet? Yes?
Nope,
No?
nope, nope,
Yes?
nope.
Fair?
Do it. Do it.
Attempts bullshit? What do you mean bullshit?
Do it.
I think that's a pretty good range.
Chat attempts his bullshit cause it gives him extra chances for teleport ALLSKILL.
10 to 23 attempts. I'm confused. Does Dunk have balls or not?
Nope. Nope. Do it.
I can't tell if you guys are saying nope because you
Nope.
don't like what he's
Nope.
proposing, or you're saying that I don't have balls.
Nope.
All right. Would you prefer 12 to 24 2 attempts or 10 to 20 3 attempts? Which is a better deal, chat? 10 to 20, 12 to 24, 10 to 24? All right, you're just combining them at that point. what? 10 to 20, 10 to 20. All right, I think 10 to 20 seems to be the majority. All right, we're going 10 to 23 attempts. It's what the crowd wants. It's what they 20 to 40 0 attempts. How does that make any sense at all? What are you talking about? 10 to 20 3 attempts. I'm about to let me update the title real quick. Sorry if you're on mobile. Sometimes it plays an ad whenever you update a Twitch title. Forgive me. I know you hate me, stupid mobile. I know it's not my fault. It's Twitch's fault. Remember, 3 attempts. And in case you're one of those brain dead individuals in the chat that is typing !no right now, just so you know, this screen right here that I'm currently on is the winning screen. This is whenever you win. I know you've never seen it before. I know, you're shocked. You're like, wait, that's what the winning screen looks like? First time seeing it in your life. All right, let's go. All right, remember, 3 attempts. Chat, you better count. I lose track after 1. So if I lose track, I'm gonna go with the benefit for me. So if I think I did 2 and I've only, Or I've done 3, but I think I've done 2. I still get 1 more then, unless you're keeping track. All right, here we go. See, chat, he's hot and dumb. What?
Dunk is hot. He's hot so much that all his hair fell out.
Closing the predictions. Let's go. Chat's just using this time to talk shit. 3 attempts. 3 attempts. Number 1.
I am pretty sure installing Negative Streak would have taken you less time and effort, and you even agreed to do it. So where is it, bald man?
I was hacked.
Yes, I broke my no bidding streak. Now I can spam TTS of mediocre quality again, Sag.
Wait, what was that last one? What?
Dunk, if you don't get in-game in the next 30 secs, I will TTS the most arousing Dunkid erotica of the century.
Oh god. I've never been so motivated to get a win.
Do it.
I mean, if you insist, chat. If you insist. Gotta go fast. I don't like the levitation part of it, but whatever. I should have grabbed the other thing. Darn. Come on. What just happened? Gotta go fast. Please don't blow up and hit me. Thank you, thank you. That was an Uko right there. Audio's completely scuffed right now. Oh crap. Oh crap. No, 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 no. Mage. Yeah, it is. You know what? Drink the rest of that. Get a bit of water. A little hydration. Saving grace. We're going saving grace. Oh god. Nerf potions. What are you nerfing my water? That water's too... Okay. I swear I heard something right behind me. What the hell? Okay, that hurt. No. Good call, chat. Good call. No! That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. First, it was just a warm-up. That was number 1. I still got 2 attempts. Dude, why did the hut take like 45 minutes to fucking load? What was that shit? It was so slow. Attempt number 2. Yeah, the hut was so slow. I like laid down the hut even early. Did you see that? I wasn't even at 1 HP when I dropped it. I was like at like 20 something. I placed it down because I was like, oh shit, there's enemies everywhere. Let me just play it safe. And then of course, hut's like, you know, I'll try to help them. Oh my goodness. Worm's not even that big, chat. You think that's a big worm? Adorable. Worm's not even that impressive. It'd be funny if that's what costs you. You guys meme it up with the worms and then go on to lose. Now that would be hilarious. Actually, you know what I can do? We place that down, we walk into it. Come on, walk into it. Holy shit. Still didn't pop. I still have it. Okay. You know what? We're going saving grace. Tinker is tempting, but in Twitch integration, we gotta prioritize survival. So, you thought I didn't notice that, but you don't know that I did see this guy. I'm just waiting for the play. Throw something good, please. Oh, that could have been bad. That could have been real bad. Is he alive?
I really wish you guys could see this guy right now.
Oh, he's dead.
He is drenched in sweat.
That is unfortunate. Yo, thanks for the love. I'll shout you out the supporters in just a moment. I'm busy making plays. Big plays. Ooh. You know what? I'm just gonna grab this. Dude, if we end up with telly or black holes, fucking 7 hours of bleeding, give me a break.
I bet you he's gonna turn up dead soon.
Oh my god. Dude, what just happened? Like the moment I went to move. What knocked me? It doesn't even like show the knock on my character. It's just all of a sudden my levitation just stopped. Did I run out of levitation? Hold up. We got to watch this back. I still have an attempt left. Don't go getting cocky. Something's off. Yeah, see this back. What? My levitation, I clearly... What? Like, watch this right here. I landed right there. It didn't restore any of my levitation. I released the levitation. That is a scam. What do you mean was I holding spacebar? You can see my character literally just, like, I literally let go and I jump back onto the snow wall. Watch this right here. Jump back, boom, landed on the snow wall. Levitation didn't restore at all.
Talking, go to jail.
I swear, like, we're going to find out like a month from now. Konga's going to type in the chat, oh yeah, I found out the bleeding effect did have an error in the script. Whenever the bleed effect is on you, sometimes the levitation doesn't restore properly. That's my bad. I didn't as an error in my code. I can see it now. I can see it now. I know something suspicious was going on there. Something isn't right. That's not copium. That's not copium. Hold on. Hold on. You can see this with your own eyes. Hold on. Use your eyeballs for a second, chat. I want you to use your eyeballs. Look at the screen. Watch my character. I'll even slow it down because I know your brain's got the whole, you know, slow processor going on. Elon hasn't upgraded your brain yet. But usually, whenever you touch solid ground, your levitation shoots up. I back into the wall, land, it doesn't restore. It just did. It did restore like it. Come on, you get more than that. I'm saying something is delayed in it.
This dunk guy is fantastic. He just needs to work on his starting time, opening the shop, reducing the sweatflation, Dunk Bot 2.0, TI.
I have one
counting
attempt
to 10,
left, okay?
Baldness, blindness, and winning games.
I'm telling you, there has to be like a pixel stuck in my character. Something didn't allow me to properly restore there. Because look at this. You telling me that's where it went?
The way he acts after he wins. The way he gaslights after he loses.
I
And
haven't
this haircut
lost.
Together.
I
The
haven't
perfect
lost.
trinity of
The
rage
the
bending.
prediction is still going. I had 3 attempts. Maybe 2 attempts, possibly.
You are totally right. This has to be a previously undiscovered bug. We should get the devs to patch that. Otherwise it would be a sore soon-to-be loser, complaining about lack of skill.
Alright, let's do it. This is where I gotta lock in. I'm telling you, something was off with that snow, man. Something was off.
DunkOrSlam leans back against the wall. Chat, can't you see? He moans seductively. I'm right up against the wall. It should be filled up by now. Dunk's sultry eyes run down your body, licking his lips at the
Degenerates
I had
like
to skip
you
that one. What the
belong on a
fuck?
cross.
I looked into the bleeding event and saw that there is some initialization code. I looked into it and saw this line of code in the bleeding script, which may have affected your levitation. Why do I not trust this link?
Do it.
Oh yeah, that was in there? Alright, Conga. Alright, I'm gonna remember this. I'm gonna remember this shit, okay? You know what? It's always the last run of the day that matters the most anyways.
I sincerely hope one day you become as skillful as you brag to be. Maybe you'll stop embarrassing yourself then.
Firebolt start. Have you learned C++? No. I only know C#. And that's why it's the best. Ow. Okay. A little sketchy. Acceleradium, I like that. Begin to accelerate. Mach speed. See, I hear it. You hear that? Okay, I don't trust that area at all. We're going... Oh, okay. I see what you're doing there, chat. Trying to ruin my acceleration. Can't you see I'm a little busy right now? I'm gaming. I gotta get rid of that reduce, it's too fast. Can work with it, we can work with it.
Chat, this is why you don't do that attempt BS.
No! Oh my god. I was hacked! I was DDoS! Hold on, Jet. Hold on.
There are two sides to the story.
Wasn't
Your side
even
of the
us.
story and the side of the truth.
Come on now. I mean, how lucky can you get, chat?
You did your best. It wasn't good enough, but you did your best.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. That's so bullshit. I got to teleport for exactly one level, and you guys instantly got the anti-teleport. Come on. Come on. One level? What was that, like 10 seconds? And I hear you guys loud and clear right now. You're chanting, don't count the win. Bullshit.
I believed in you, Dunk. I knew you would win. I award you the "He Tried" award. Have fun vibe coding.
Listen, I hear you guys. I hear you guys. You're like, if, you know, even the people who bet no realize that that was a no integrity win, and you don't want that to taint your current record in predictions. I get it. I get it. One more run, by the way.
Nope.
Chad, do you guys agree? Is Chudy right? I think he counted correctly. I'm always right. Chudy is always right. Do the hypothetical.
Nope.
You want to see, like, hypothetically, if the chat didn't cheat to get a win, what a run would it look like? Like, in a fair match of me versus chat, what would it actually look like? That's what you're wanting to know about? A hypothetical waste of time? What? I'm locked in right now, Chad, alright? I gotta focus. No, I swear to God.
Conga showed me a clip of what he showed you about the bleeding issue. AKA your little skill issue. You have no skill. Well then, my amazing son Conga is correct and always will be.
Like, you don't get to weigh in. You may be a bit biased. You see that? Do you see that? That puzzle right there is meant to take 3 hours to solve. Me? What was it, like 2 seconds? Black hole or teleport? Black hole or teleport? Nope, tell you it is. Wait, yeah, this is fine. No problem.
I got a letter from Dunk the other day. This is what it said. Dear Dark Matter, I can't admit this to chat, but I make clips out of all of Tito's TTS messages and lightly caress myself while thinking of him as I re-listen to them. I feel better getting that off of my chest. With
Even TTS got tired of that shit and shut it off. Ooh, hold on. What's happening here? You brun me about.
I bet you he's gonna turn up dead soon.
Me? This guy? Oh! Bots! Turn off the chat! Delete the bots! Delete the bots! Get them out of here!
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
There was zero integrity involved in that.
bro, you should be a comedian with this timing. Conga has during this TI setting hit hashtag dead soon perfectly, I think twice now.
What? I don't know. I can't hear anything. My ears are bleeding. Oh my god, that was so unlucky. Hold on. Just to be clear, the rock solidified on my feet, which made it where I couldn't move. You had telly? You know what would have happened if I fired off the telly? The worm would have tellied right on top of me.
It's time to stop. It's time to stop, okay? No more.
I didn't forget I had teleports. I didn't know if teleport rideshare was still going.
I think it would have worked like that IRL2DNK nod.
Chat, what happened to having class whenever you win? I was raised that whenever you win, you shake your opponent's hand, you say good game. You guys have no class. No class. You get one win. You like out of like 1,000 runs, you get one win. And of course, you're just talking shit, just fucking spitting on your opponent. That is rude. That is rude. I raised you better than that, chat. Classic baby rage. I'm trying to give you a life lesson. It's an important skill to have.
Uko T bagged you. GG no re.
Chat has no honor. True, Bardo. True. No honor, chat.
I was raised to respect honorable losers. No, this and that was the reason. I played perfectly, guys.
Wait, first off, you telling me this was a skill issue? You're telling me the lava loading into my feet, locking my character in place is a skill issue? Yes! Oh, okay. So it turns out the chat is brain dead. That is all making sense now. You have literal brain damage. I understand now. 7 streaks going out to Ravencorp, Huinori, Rimril, Pseudo, Noob Senpai, Laup, and a Fox in the Box. Congratulations to you. 7 people getting 7 streaks? I think so. Something like that. Mac Matonin? Mac Montonin? Or is it Macman Tonin? My brain is fried, all right? Congratulations on your 7 incorrect. Congrats, Max. Mac, you have a little dunce cap in your backpack. You can equip it whenever you like. Back-to-back 7 streaks.
I agree. This was not a skill issue. It was 4 skill issues.
Mods, beat his ass. Sienna and Tempted by Gold, both earning 14 in a row correct. I almost said 40. 14 in a row correct for Sienna and Tempted. That is double 7 streaks. Get off my screen. You disgust me. Got jebaited into the bet. Ridinger. We almost had him, Ridinger. We were right there. We're on the cusp of greatness. Like, imagine if on that run before this one, the non-encore, the real run, chat doesn't get that like anti-telly stuff, we'd have been home free. Home free. Going 0-4 in a best of 3 is perfectly incredible. Well done. First off, it doesn't work like that. You can't count ones outside the bet, because in that case you could say I went 1-5 because I won the run right before the bet. That's not part of the best of 3, so you don't count it. That's not how best of 3s work. Mod, beat his ass, god damn it.
The issue is there is no skill displayed at all. 0 skill by a streamer. The usual thing.
Final shop of the day. Spend your hard-earned channel points. You guys have no integrity. You disgust me. And good news, you guys, because TSG is currently streaming. They're actually playing Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass right now. We're about to hit them with some love.
Thank you for admitting that you don't have enough skill to win without telly. I have yet to see one non-telly T win.
Just yapping. I hear you yapping. We're about to be sending a raid on over to the Speed Gamers. They're doing a charity marathon event. Currently it is high rule versus low rule. And they're playing through a lot of the Zelda games. And they're just getting started for the day. Just getting warmed up with some Phantom Hourglass. So we're going to send a raid over there. I probably will be there in person. I'm thinking tomorrow. I'm not sure. But I'll let you guys know after stream tomorrow. I'll tell you. But yes, it's raising money for St. Jude, which is an awesome cause. Yeah. Anyways, any chance to raid a charity stream is always an exciting raid target. So we're gonna send you guys over there. All right, lunchtime. See you tomorrow morning, y'all. GG, Dunk Master. Thanks for stopping by, Jack. Everybody, enjoy the rest of your Friday. Have an amazing one. Did you watch the Witch Hat?
Nope.
Atelier, did I say it right? Yeah, I made cosmetics. Oh yeah, I've been enjoying it. I was telling people that, you know, I liked Frieren, but I thought Frieren was overrated. I thought that Witch Hat anime has more potential to be a better anime than Frieren because it's been pretty cool. I like that one. That's good. I think it's got potential. Weebs? All right, listen. I'm not a weeb. I just enjoy, you know, good storytelling in whatever form. Anime just happens to be a form in which people can tell good stories. I also haven't read a book in like 20 years, but that's beside the point, all right? We don't look up those details. No, it's ridiculous. Anyways, chat, let's go ahead, send a raid on over to TSG, and I'll see you guys in like, I don't know, 16 hours? 15? 14, 13, 12? Soon I'll be here, all right? I'll be streaming some Noita soon-ish. And till then, I'm going to be coding and crying because you guys cheated in Twitch integration. You disgust me. Deuces, chat.